Okay, here we go. I can show them how to do it when I'm in the zone. Before we start, let me puff that indigo. If I thrust, guaranteed you.
This episode of Dead on Dave Live is brought to you by Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, and Black Mozart, his new album that drops December 17th, 2015. Black Mozart. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dead on Dave. How is your weekends going? Mine is going I'm here with you guys, so it can't be that bad. There's really no college football except for Army Navy, so it's just you and me. Gonna make sweet, sweet love as I take your viewer questions, because it's that time of the week. It's gotta be viewer questions, and you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna take your calls. We're gonna answer questions in chat and so much more. Got a lot to talk about. Everything going on in the world of sports and wrestling. As Lord knows, it's been a lot. I'm gonna rant about my Cubs. Not rant. I'm gonna overflow with joy about my Cubs. We're gonna have the amazing Jeff Huffman here, Frenchie Ben with his boxing corner and all that good stuff. So we got a lot to get to. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna take you guys a call. Very excited about that. You guys can call in on Skype, David Vancura, DAVID-VANCURA, and of course 702-751-2902. Now, I'm having a little bit of microphone difficulties tonight, so if my shiat is a little low tonight, let me know, and I'll turn this bitch up to 11. We got people up in the chat already coming in and doing their thing. We got Patrick Glenn hanging out, Josh Lyons, Pittsburgh Boy 96, Matt Ernie's been here for a while, Clinton G, Marcus Ryan, SF Boy Y. We got all kinds of good stuff going on, man. Alex Poe, I should say. He's there too now. We got all kinds of good people up in the chat doing their thizzy, man. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a very good night. And I hope you guys are ready for some Dead on Dave Live. All right, we're going to start with TLC, which is obviously tomorrow night. I know most of you come for the wrestling, so literally and figuratively. So we're going to start with that. We're going to start with the wrestling and probably not be on it very long, to be completely honest. Because it sucks. It's TLC. It's one of the worst built pay-per-views that I think any of us have seen in quite a long time. So what can we possibly have to even look forward to when it comes to this pay-per-view? I mean, really, what do we got? We got nothing. You know, we got a few things that's happening that could be big going on later on, but you know. Overall, it's been a poorly built pay-per-view. So there's that. You know, it's like, what do we have to talk about? I did a full preview and prediction show of it yesterday. But really, does anyone give a shit about this pay-per-view? Does anyone care? I mean, really. I don't. I care because I have to care. You know, I mean, this is like, it's a compulsion. It's almost OCD wrestling. I gotta get it in me, put it in or around my face. You know, I need the wrestling. So there's that. You know, it's constant. I have to be inundated with it. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that something unpredictable happens, but it's gonna be a rough one, because it's gonna, like Marcus Ryan just said in the chat, it's gonna feel like a Raw special. And I think that he's right about that. It's gonna feel like a Raw special, but we're gonna see what happens. We're going to see what happens. It's going to be quite interesting to see if Roman does walk out of Boston with the belt. Does Dean Ambrose? Is it a Roman's family night? Are the Usos going to win the title? Dean Ambrose win the title, and Roman Reigns win the big title? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that they could do with that. I mean, mainly people would be killing themselves, but still, you know, I mean, could you just imagine Roman leading all the titles in his family? Shoot me in the face right now. But overall, I mean, I think that there's going to be some good matches. At the very least, I think they can let these guys go tomorrow night, and there should be some good fights. I mean, Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose should be a great match. The ladder match for the tag titles should be really good. I think Paige and Charlotte should be interesting. So there's quite a bit that wrestling-wise could be good. It's more of the storyline. And Adrian and Alex Poe just asked a very good question. Will Boston boo Reigns out of the building? I think it's a very good chance that will happen. Boston is not exactly a loving town when it comes to people like Roman Reigns, so we'll see what they do. I don't see it being a very smooth landing for Mr. Roman Reigns, but we'll see. I don't see him winning the belt tomorrow night either. I think Sheamus is going to continue to take it, so it's just the way that I'm looking at it. I don't see the point of putting it on him now. I mean, unless really Sheamus just was nothing more than a transition champion to try to do everything they could to build Reigns. But if so, why even build the League of Nations? Build them for 4 weeks and then be over. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting with the main event, but I think the rest of the show should be fairly decent. I'm a little disappointed that some of the matches don't have gimmicks. It is TLC, so I think every match should be in some form or fashion of a TLC, but we're not getting that. Instead, we're getting singles matches for other stuff. So it is what it is, and we're just going to go roll with the punches, I think, on that. Let's go ahead and take a call, man, because I got to be honest, that's what this show is going to be. I'm really relying heavy on calls tonight, so we're going to take your calls and answer your questions, because when you guys stop calling, I'm getting the hell up out of here, okay? Because I'm tired. All right, let's take first call tonight. Tony Barasa, my man from Boston. He'll be at TLC tomorrow night. Tony, I know you're excited. You got to be, right? Best pay-per-view build ever.
See, look, I went to Raw the last time it was in Boston, which was not even that long ago. It's like, what, August?
They're always in Boston. They show up all the time now.
I mean, I showed up at least like 3 times this year.
Isn't this your second pay-per-view this year? I think it's the second Boston pay-per-view this year.
Is it?
Wasn't Money in the Bank in Boston as well?
Oh, no, that was on 2014.
Oh, okay.
I remember when Seth Rollins won it.
Yeah.
That was 2014. Because this year Sheamus won. But I am not excited for this pay. And I'm going to it, and that's so disappointing. Because I really want to like Dean Ambrose. Because I texted you about this.
Yeah.
I really want to see my 2 favorite in all wrestling companies right now. Dean Ambrose, also known as John Moxley.
Johnny Moxley, shout out.
Shout out to John Moxley. But those 2 can cut amazing promos on each other. Yeah. Just because I love their work. If you just look them up on YouTube, they have great promos. It just should work easily. Just the way WWE is booking them hurts me. And, I usually just don't care. And it's probably the one time I'm actually caring. Like, they could have did way better with that.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, but I think people can really, if you've been following Dean Ambrose for a while when he was John Moxley, the one thing is Dean Ambrose is not John Moxley. They're not. No. They're completely different. And I think that does kind of show Dean Ambrose's true, ability to be able to be different, because I don't think that he's really anything like John Moxley, to be completely honest. No. But Kevin Owens, he's relatively the same guy as Kevin Steen, just a little less violent. So, it's – but I would love to see these guys tear each other up. I hated that lawyer thing that Kevin Owens did. That was so stupid.
So laughable. It was just I just laughed.
What was the point of that?
There was none. They really just tried to hype this up for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But they could have. The closest thing I saw to a good promo, it was on that Michael Cole thing that he does with he interviews people on the WWE's.
Oh, Kevin Owens does great one-on-one interviews with Michael Cole. They're hilarious.
Yeah,
I love that.
That was really good. That was the only thing we saw, and that wasn't even about. What's disappointing? That wasn't even about this pay-per-view. This was about the tournament for King of the Ring.
I know.
It's the closest thing we got.
I have to think that this is because this is just the beginning of a feud and not the ending. This is going to continue, which I think that does give a little bit of hope to the Ambrose fans out there. The Ambrose could pull an upset here. I think it would be considered an upset at this point. Because he never wins. He never wins. I mean, Dean Ambrose never wins.
In the foreign objects.
I think he might take the belt. He might take the belt off Owens, because I think that would be a way to get some anger out of Owens and have him really target Dean Ambrose. With him being the heel, it would make a lot more sense for him to be targeting Dean Ambrose and kind of show another aggressive side of himself. I think that's one way to build him, because they don't want to keep going the same course that they're already on, because it's not working. The same course they're on is not working. Let's change it up a little bit. Put the belt on Ambrose. That'll shut a lot of people up that don't shut up about Ambrose. So you put the belt on him. You let him be a champion. You let him be kooky and crazy with the belt and kind of taunt Owens. And then you have a really huge match set up for Royal Rumble. And you open the card with that fight at Royal Rumble. I say do a ladder match there. Let those two just tear the goddamn house down, and then put them in the Rumble later on.
Wait,
fuck it.
Is the Intercontinental Championship match just a regular match?
Yes, it is.
But they can have a good. See, that's the thing. They don't need a ladder match or a chairs match, because they can just have a regular good match.
Well, I'm hoping they can. We're gonna see.
WWE lets them. WWE lets them.
Yes, that's how much time they're gonna get. When we're gonna know really soon, because when matches are kind of the beginning of a feud, they usually don't give them a lot of time. Unless it's like a marquee thing, so maybe there's a little bit of hope for that. But sometimes, like what they like to do when it's the beginning of a feud is to kind of have a screw you over type of a quick finish thing, and then build to a bigger event.
I'm going to it. That's why it sucks. I hope they don't choose the pay-per-view for this, because I'm going to it, and I've been waiting. I've said this a long time ago where we were guessing matches. I always wanted to see Ambrose, and Owens. I always wanted to see that, and now I finally get to see it. And if I see a screwy finish, it's just going to be disappointing, because Boston
would be very disappointing to see a screwy finish.
It's kind of weird, because Boston is not the most lovable crowd.
No, it's not, and that's why I think
it's not Philly. It's not Philly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that
Philly,
bad.
But,
but it's not Greensboro, South Carolina either. They will boo when they're not happy, and with all of the talk going into this event about people not being happy, shit, you got to figure this crowd is going to be kind of unruly going into it. I'd love you to take videos of how the crowd actually is, because you can never tell on pay-per-views anymore. So if you can give us an idea of how the crowd is, that'd be fantastic.
What's kind of weird before I head off? I don't know who to cheer for during the main event, Sheamus or Reigns, because I just don't care.
Walk out.
I just don't
Tony,
care.
I'm dead serious. Walk out. Walk out. I'm dead serious. Convince as many people as you can to walk out before the main event. I'm dead serious here. If Boston wants to make a statement, if we want change in the WWE, this is something that has to happen. Vince lost his mind when people walked out of that Raw main event. If on a pay-per-view, if a third of the crowd can fucking walk out,
I'll be watching.
It has to be changed. And if you led that, oh my God, how good would that be? That would be fantastic. I want you right before the match, I want you to go out into the food court or whatever, the little area where people can see you, stand on a table, use that grown-up man voice that you have, and say, people, listen unto me. We need to make a change within the confines of WWE. We can walk out and ruin this day for Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and we can tell everybody that we will not go quietly into the night. I started going to Independence Day there, but I stopped. I held up because I'm not Bill Pullman. But you know what I mean. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Listen, it's gonna be interesting, man. I can't wait. But just maybe the match, because I've said this about Sheamus. I don't think he's that bad of a worker.
No,
I never thought he was a worker. And I think he's better on the mic than he is fucking Reigns, because he doesn't botch on the mic like Reigns does.
He doesn't botch, but he can be so hokey. He doesn't botch, but God, he can be hokey. When he laughs, I'm just like, I want to punch him.
Oh, you're not entertained. I remember the first time he said it, I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. But then he overused it.
Now he uses it all the time, man.
Are you not entertained? That was pretty good. But I remember that, remember the reign against John Cena? Was it 2011, 10?
Yeah.
Actually, around this time, people were actually wondering, wow, this guy just came out of the stupid remastered ECW when he debuted. When he finally won his first main big championship feud with Cena, he actually had a good match with Cena.
Oh, he can
And
work. He can work.
He can work, exactly.
And the cool thing is, I remember when he first came up and he was this badass. I remember on Shawn Michaels' retirement night on Raw when they did his goodbye, he attacked Triple H with a fucking pipe, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
He attacked him in the back of the head with a pipe, and it was incredible.
He had a good match with him, too.
Yeah. And then I think Triple H got hurt again, and it kind of they didn't really go into that big feud. I think they had a match they may have even had a fight at WrestleMania, if I remember correctly.
I thought they did.
But yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, I do like Sheamus. I just don't like when Sheamus is overdone, you know. And fella.
It kind of sucks because like when he returned, I was actually a little bit interested when he got the new look. And you know, with even the people wanted to make fun of like the mohawk and like the what was it, his beard, you know, like tightening like with the lines. I didn't think that was bad. I actually liked that look.
Yeah,
but I think they just overused it to the point no one was like, people were hyped to see him, and now people were just like, oh, we don't care about this. We don't care about Reigns either, so it's not going to be negative plus negative is a positive. It's just going to be horrible.
I know. So I don't think it could be an interesting match. I hope that it works out. I really do. You got anything else for me, Tony?
No, that's it. I'm going to let the new caller come in and you'll be hearing me bitching either way.
I'm sure I will, and I can't wait to hear it with your silky smooth 50-year-old man voice.
I'll send you some pics and videos, and don't worry. I actually have $400 tickets. This is actually my Christmas present for my brother.
Oh, nice.
So we have. I think I'm on the floor.
Nice.
I think I'm on. So last time I was in the balcony for Raw. So comparing this tickets to like the $25 tickets I had on Raw this year, it's gonna be great.
My wife just interrupted me because she has a great idea, so I'm not going to yell at her for interrupting me. You should make a Dead on Dave sign.
Oh, yes.
You should make a Dead on Dave sign. If you had one of my awesome shirts that you can buy at www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com, I'd say go ahead and wear that. But make a sign, dude. Raw dropped the ball, but I think you can get it done.
Raw dropped the ball.
Hashtag copious. Hashtag copious is all you got to do.
Great.
But hey, other than that, man, I appreciate the call, Tony.
All right, I'll see you.
All right, my friend, take it easy, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Tony Barasa, everybody. Oh, we were about to get to our new segment, but we're having a little Skype-o difficulty-o with Mr. Huffman-o, but I think we got him back. So now it's time for a brand new segment, and here we go.
Well,
that's right. It's baseball time.
Dick of what you're saying
with Jeff Huffman. It's baseball time with the Huff. What's going on, Mr. Huffman?
Oh shit,
Jeffy. Jeff Huffman.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Jeff can't hear me. Jeff doesn't have his shit together. I'd play his intro and everything.
Well, I heard you for a second.
Now you can hear me?
Fuck this shit.
Fix your shit and call me back.
Why does everything gotta be difficult?
My wife's going to sleep. Say goodnight, Melanie.
Night.
You're supposed to say goodnight, Melanie.
Good night, Melanie.
That's what. There you go. It's classic comedy. Oh, you don't get me.
German.
Yes, you are very German.
I don't understand anything.
Guten Nacht, mein Frau.
Gute Nacht.
Ich liebe dich. Go to sleep.
Nichts drin.
Nix drin. What, you don't love me? Nix drin. Fine, go. Good night. Huffman, are you there yet? I was fighting my wife.
All right, there we go. I think we got it.
You're good? I was fighting with my wife, giving you time to fix your shit.
Okay, well, I got it now.
All right, so
I got it now.
Well, I played your intro and everything. We had the whole kit and caboodle for you, and then you dropped the ball. Last week it's biscuits. This week's it's audio problems. What the hell's going on?
I don't know. I
Is
think
this
your
new
wife
silky
yelled.
smooth mic?
No.
Oh, never mind. You actually
Why?
sound really good tonight.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, you sound clear. All right, so hey, new segment. baseball time because there's no need to do a full-on Touch 'em All. As you know, Jeff Huffman is my co-host for Touch 'em All, the weekly baseball show during the baseball season. So I thought it was a brilliant idea to have him on weekly and do a little baseball recap through the winter meetings and all of that good stuff. Because, hell, we're only like 9-10 weeks from winter pitchers and catchers reporting. So, and as you know, I've got a lot to be happy about right now. You, not so much. So what do you got for me? What is tickling your fancy in the world of baseball right now?
Okay, well, obviously everybody in the baseball world knows that. I guess the Hoistein strategy is just take every player from the Cardinals, and it's a pretty good strategy.
If you mean 2 players, then yes, that would be every, yeah.
Yeah. Just take players from the Cardinals to fill the millimeter holes that the Cubs have right now.
Yeah. I like both moves that the Cubs made as far as Cardinal players. The 37-year-old John Lackey, I think we got him at a good deal for 2 years at, $34 million. I don't think that's a terrible deal at all.
Yeah.
He should be able – he might not do what he did last year, but he should be comparable. Like anywhere around a 3.4 ERA if he –
Oh, God, no, he's not going to do – I don't think he's going to do as well as he did last year.
No, but if he could be around a 3.4 ERA, I think the Cubs will take it. Whatever he does in a win-loss column, that's going to be precedent on the offense. But the reality is, as crazy as this sounds, his velocity improved last year. He was just a better pitcher than he's been the last few seasons. So things are hopeful. He might have another really, really big season. Maybe he goes back to Florida, goes back to the fountain of youth. You never know. But obviously, the big move is Jason Hayward. Once Starlin Castro got traded, I knew it was happening. And I'm very happy with this. I don't think the Cubs are done. What do you think of the move? How bad does it hurt the Cardinals, and how much does it help the Cubs?
Well, obviously you're getting the best outfielder in the game.
Defensively,
right there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting the best defensive outfielder in the game. He's got a cannon for an arm. He was the best base runner for the Cardinals last year. He won games on the base paths for the Cardinals last year. And, if he can just simplify his stroke a little bit, he can maybe reach that full potential everybody can think of as a hitter.
Well, he shortened it after he got hurt. He had a lot of shoulder problems, and he shortened it. And that's kind of why the power dipped a little bit from 27 at his peak. But hopefully he can find the old stroke and not get hurt at the same time. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's
Not
exciting.
too happy about it.
It's pretty damn exciting, man. I mean, when you look at the Cubs' opening day projected lineup, it's scary.
It's not fair.
It's pretty damn scary. Even though I think 2 names will not be in there opening day. I don't think Montero will be on the team come opening day. I think the Cubs are going to move him. And I think more than likely the Cubs are going to move Jorge Soler.
They're saying Soler for a starting pitcher.
Yeah, Carrasco from Cleveland, Tyson Ross from San Diego. I'm hearing a couple other names as well.
Yeah, those would be 2 nice pickups for you. Ross, they're not front end guys, but
they don't need a front end guy. They got 2, and
you got Arrieta and Lester.
Yeah,
so you don't really need one.
The funny thing is with that whole situation is I'm scared to let Soler go. I think Soler might be the best of the bunch of the young hitters when he really gets going. That kid impresses the shit out of me. He really does. But
I mean, you could just flip a coin with any of those guys, really.
Yeah. Well, other than the Cubs moves, because I'm not just going to be a homer and just be happy about the Cubs. Other than the Cubs moves, what else did you see from the winter meetings, and what else did you like?
I love what the Diamondbacks did.
Yeah.
Love what the Diamondbacks did, bringing in Zach Greinke and Shelby Miller, even though they gave up the number 1 draft pick from last year.
Yeah.
Also with
they gave up
Ender,
a lot.
Also with Ender Enciarte and Tuki Toussaint.
They gave up quite a bit.
They did.
For me, I feel that was a bit of an overpay. Not a bit, a lot of an overpay. I mean, that package is basically the same package with an addition of Pollock that Miami wanted for Jose Fernandez. And I think Jose Fernandez is on a different level than Shelby Miller, at least stuff-wise. As good as Miller is, Fernandez, through this portion of his career, even though he's hampered, he did have the Tommy John and everything. But I like when guys have it young, by the way. But this kid looks like he's a transformational player. That Fernandez looks ridiculous.
Yeah, and too bad he's in Miami.
Too bad I don't think he'll be there for very much longer. I think they will end up moving him.
Yep, and then you piss Stanton off. He opts out, and
yeah, that's what's going to happen. To go back to the Jason Hayward thing? What do you think about the 2 different opt-out scenarios that Jason Hayward worked into the contract? That's pretty interesting.
No, I like it. I assume they're going to front load the contract there. So if he takes off, he can opt out of it and try and get paid again.
Yeah.
And
it's just unique. He's 26 years old. That's why he got $184 million. Yeah. That's why.
And if for some reason the Cubs organization just falls apart, he can dip out.
He could. One final note on the trade or on the Jason Hayward thing. A lot of people are coming down hard on the St. Louis Cardinals, and I think you addressed it pretty well on your channel with your videos over at Grand Slam 87 on YouTube. You did a really good job addressing it. But Cardinals fans came out with a lot of hatred for Jason Hayward over this situation.
You're just seeing the 0.5%.
Yeah,
of
but there was a lot.
And I'm putting this in air quotes. Cardinal fans.
It was pretty disgusting, but it was weird to me because Jason Hayward was brought to the team via trade. He didn't sign with them in free agency. He wasn't drafted.
It's just because he went to the Cubs. That's the only reason they're freaking out.
I mean, but
that's all
is it also because he took less money to join the Cubs? Because the rumor is that both the Nationals and the Cardinals offered $200 million. So,
well, I could definitely understand the Nationals. I mean, you got a clusterfuck over there.
Why would anybody want to go to that team right now? They have 50 million outfielders anyway. Why would you go to that team?
Yeah, but no, the reason I think he took less is because he wants to win a World Series, and you look at all the rosters of the teams involved, who's going to give you the best chance to win? My money's on the Chicago Cubs. Definitely not the Giants. Definitely not the Nationals. Not the Cardinals.
Well, I think staying with the Cardinals would have been a good move as well. But I think what Jason ultimately did was go, okay, this year, pretty sure the Cardinals are going to stay right there with the Cubs, really close within 4 or 5 games. After that, the Cubs are going to be dominant for the next 5 years. Not good. They're going to be dominant.
Yep.
They're going to be really, really good. And he'd be stupid not to be a part of that. While the Cardinals, I do feel, because their management is so fucking good at keeping them just always in the hunt. They never have to completely retool, it seems.
Right.
While they're going to be there, I don't know if they're going to be legitimate championship contenders, especially with the older Molina gets, all depending on Waino losing some of the other pitching. You have some issues with their ability with Waka and Martinez or Jaime Garcia. I mean, so there's those questions. So I think all that led to
glass
the decision.
known as Jaime Garcia.
What's that?
It said the castle of glass known as Jaime Garcia.
That's right. That's right. Anything that you just absolutely hated from the winter meetings?
Anything that you got Samardzija getting $90 million.
Whew. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Jeff Samardzija getting $90 million.
Guess that's what a 5 ERA can get you.
Right.
And
and he went right to excuse mode. Did you see that? He went right to excuse mode.
I didn't. I did.
Yeah.
Maybe I did, but refresh my memory.
Yeah, he came out the other day in social media and stuff in an interview with San Francisco, the newspaper over there, and he was talking about how he feels he was tipping his pitches. He was tipping his pitches for an entire season, and nobody caught it. And he was basically throwing the White Sox under the bus, which I have no problem with because fuck the White Sox.
White Sox picked up Brett Laurie, by the way, because Billy Beane doesn't keep anybody.
Yep, he doesn't pay anybody, doesn't keep anybody. Good move by the White Sox. I like Brett Laurie, but it's not going to do anything to put him in competition.
well, this doesn't really upset me that much, just because they're in the NL Central.
Yeah.
The Reds did nothing.
Nothing.
Zero.
I mean,
the big thing is in any sports really, they say that nobody is untouchable.
yeah.
Well, you look at the Cincinnati Reds, people might be untouchable because you got all these guys with these huge contracts. They're getting older. You're not going to be able to move them.
We're seeing the Phillies. We're seeing the Phillies all over again.
With the exception of Todd Frazier, because his stock is the highest it's ever been right now, and probably ever will be. That's probably the one guy they can move.
I think they can move Votto. I think
someone will take Votto too.
Someone will take a shot at Votto. I think for the right deal, people will take a shot at Bruce because he's still relatively young. They got pieces that they can move. It's just I don't understand. Did they not see what happened in Philadelphia? Did they not watch what happened to the Phillies? I don't get it.
It's still happening. Phillies dealt Giles over to the Astros, by the way. I don't know if you caught that.
That move was they got quite. They got Mark Appel out of that, who, granted, hasn't done shit, but we're talking about a former first rounder.
Getting shelled at A-ball.
He's getting shelled, but the talent's there. That kid's got talent. So I don't know. I like the move.
I
like the move for both clubs.
Yeah, I do. And the Astros also brought Tony Sipp back.
Yep.
Brought him back. Let's see, what else did I see? I just had something, and I forgot.
Flew right out of your head. Flew right out of your perfectly sculpted head.
Yeah, Cuddy retired. We saw that.
Mike Dyer. Yeah.
Let's see, what else?
At relatively young age, too. He's like 35.
Yeah, nice 15-year career.
Yeah. Not a Hall of Famer, but a Hall of very good.
Solid hitter.
He had a solid career. Nothing to be ashamed of in his career. Nothing.
Damn it! The Pittsburgh Pirates. They dealt Neil Walker to the Mets for John Neese.
That's right. The Mets getting thwarted by the Yankees and getting Starlin Castro, which I really like that move for the Yankees. I know a lot of people are down on it for Yankee fans. I think they're going to be very happy with Castro. The Mets really wanted him, and when they whiffed on
you got Didi Gregorius over there, who's won't be hitting his weight.
Yeah. Well, they whiffed on him, and they whiffed on Zobrist. I think they were more upset about missing out on Zobrist. But Neil Walker, it's not a bad move at all.
And solid switch hitter, good defender.
They gave away Neese. Who cares?
Yeah, he's not going to crack that rotation anyway. With when you got fucking Batman and Thor over there.
Yeah, Wheeler coming back.
Yeah, you got Wheeler coming back. You got Matt. I don't know what their superhero gimmick is off the top of my head. You got them coming back. They're not going to crack that rotation. No. He's not going to crack that rotation. So that's good. That's good for from a Cardinal fan standpoint. Neil Walker won't be in the division. And it doesn't look like Pedro Alvarez, who for some fucking reason can't hit dick against any other team. But when he plays the Cardinals, he's Ted fucking Williams.
He finds a way.
I just don't get it. But it doesn't look like he'll be with the Pirates anymore. The Pirates haven't done a whole lot.
No, they really didn't. And I don't know if they're just relying on the talent that they already have, because they got a hell of a team already. But I wouldn't go into panic mode. But what the Cubs are doing, you've got to find a way to compete with that, because that's pretty scary.
I still think they're a distant third.
They're third. There's no question. They're third. The Cardinals are going to be good this year. Unless something catastrophic happens, and I don't think
unless everybody dies again.
They've got to make some moves. They got to go. I think if they can end out of all of this with Leak and I say Justin Upton, I think they're pretty happy.
Alex Gordon, Justin Upton.
I don't like Alex Gordon. I really don't. He's 31. I don't like Alex Gordon.
He's just like Jason Hayward, only not as fast, and he's got a little more power.
Well, declining power, but maybe we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, you get him to a 4 year deal. I'd take that.
We'll see. Hey, why don't you tell everybody how you get those rock hard abs of yours, man? I'm sure everybody is wondering how to achieve such beautifulness as those rock hard abs.
Okay. Yeah, you need something to get you going here. About a year and a half ago, found this company called Advocare, and well, basically you can see up there what it did for me. I don't know if you have the before and after
No, I don't
up there.
have the picture up there right now, but people
Okay,
know
well,
the diamond abs that Jeff Huffman has.
Yeah, well, it's been hard to keep up with school.
School and work, and yeah.
School, work, yeah. It's developed some bad habits.
But Advocare does a good job of keeping you fueled up and stuff. And what it does is
yeah, definitely.
It gives you that extra edge. It's all natural stuff. I mean, Drew Brees uses it. It's a really good product. So go check out Advocare. www.advocare.com, I assume.
You have my link in the description.
I think the link is in the description box.
Okay, yeah, beautiful. Check out that link below. You should when you click on that, you should have an image of me in the top right corner. And if you don't, just hit me up and we can get you squared away.
There you go.
We just said Justin Upton and Alex Gordon will go to the Giants. San Francisco boy.
What the hell?
That's
Sod Villa, by the way. That's the troll of trolls. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Justin Upton and Alex Gordon will go to the Giants.
I don't see that happen. I appreciate the call, my friend.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Fantastic first segment. My good buddy, Jeff the Huffman with his baseball roundup. Take it easy, my friend.
All right.
Peace with chicken grease. Jeff Huffman, man, he's the man. Let's play his intro again. His outro. Play it. It's fantastic. Here we go.
Hit it! Na 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 na.
I love that outro. I love this. Sal made it. Sal, the copious graphics guru, once again hits it out of the park. Yeah, see what I did there? See what I did there? Let's take another call. Let's keep this train rolling. Pittsburgh Boy 96, you're live with Dead on Dave.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, buddy?
It's been an interesting week for Pittsburgh sports.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm not too happy about the Walker trade. He
had a down year anyway. I don't think it's gonna hurt you guys that much, man.
And Alvarez, there's been quite a few games this season where he was a huge saver.
Yeah, but he strikes out 300 times a friggin' season. It's ridiculous.
But all that got made up for today when Mike Johnson got fired as the head coach of the Penguins. I was so happy to hear that.
Yeah, Mike Johnson getting fired by the Penguins. It's a nothing move to me because he's not the problem. He's not the problem. Sydney's the problem. That is your problem with that team. Sydney is a cancer of that team, my friend.
I wouldn't go as far as saying that. I would agree that he is for partial blame, but I think more of it's towards the.
Well, he's not a leader. He wears the C, and he's not a fucking leader. And on top of that, he's not even performing this year. So it's just. I don't know what else to say, and he's getting into situations with people. Now there's said that he had a falling out with Super Mario. I mean, Jesus.
That's bull.
Well, we don't know. It would explain some things. I think it's time to go. Who can you bring in? Who can you bring in? I mean, I know they got the interim coach now, but who are you going to bring in? I don't get it.
You got Mike Jones.
I don't know. What else? What else you got?
Well, real fast, back to the hockey. I agree Crosby should not be the captain. I think that I will agree he did get that C a little too early because he got right when he got on the team.
Yeah. By the way, we got to keep hockey short because if you talk for hockey more than 2 minutes, everybody leaves. That's not just here. That's everywhere, except unless you're a hockey show. Like my good friend Tommy C. over at Shot from the Point, everyone in sports world knows if you talk about hockey too long, people leave. You just can't help it. It's unavoidable. So,
but just ending off with hockey. Malkin should be captain.
What's that?
Malkin should be captain.
Probably. probably, more than likely. I would say give it a Kessel, but he'll probably just, eat it. He'll just eat the C.
Kessel just got on the team.
What's that?
But Kessel just got on the team.
Yeah, but who cares? He's Super Kessel.
He's Super Kessel.
Super Kessel. I don't know if Malkin wants to be captain. That's the thing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. What else you got for me? And something not as tedious as hockey. I love hockey. I don't know why I'm bashing it.
All right, how about football?
Why
do you say that about the Steelers and Bengals games? That it's always such a low score game.
Oh, because they're rivals, and it's really low scoring when it's in Pittsburgh because that field is fucking shit. They're rivals.
Are you kidding me? One of the best football fields in the NFL.
Are you kidding me? That field is garbage. It's right there with Soldier Field.
Have you ever been there in person?
I don't need to be there in person. I'm not talking about the stadium. I'm talking about the playing surface. It's been voted. Go look it up, asshole. Fucking San Francisco.
I've been there twice already.
Have you played on the field? Have you played on the field?
No, I have not.
I'm not talking about the stadium. I'm not talking about your garbage stadium. I'm talking about the garbage playing surface. You can see balls sinking to the ground there. It's terrible playing surface. Everybody knows this. It's one of the worst playing surfaces in football. Everybody knows that. It's part of the reason why there's low-scoring games inside of fucking Pittsburgh. When it gets cold, it's an asset for the fucking Steelers. It's part of Steelers football. You're a Steelers fan. You should fucking know that. Don't get on me because you don't know your team. Fuck.
Are you talking about the turf?
What? Yes, the playing surface, the turf.
I've played on turf. I've played on turf for 9 years in soccer. I know how turf is. It's not that bad.
They have grass there. And it's terrible.
You just told me turf. It's totally turf.
That's not turf. It's fucking terrible grass.
I know that.
AstroTurf. Turf is called AstroTurf. That's the grass, buddy. They play on grass, not AstroTurf.
Okay, well, I've played on both grass and turf for soccer for 9 years, and I know for a fact that turf is not as bad as people make it out to be. That grass is not as bad to play on.
Pittsburgh's grass is known to be fucking awful. It's well known that stadium's turf is terribly taken care of. Same thing in Chicago. It's they resod it too much, and the reason for it being is there's a lot of other events that take place during the year, and it fucks up the field. So it's terrible field. Terrible field. Everybody knows this. You don't because I don't know, you're Pittsburgh. But they're a rival. That's why the games always are low scoring. God, it's hard talking to you. It's so hard talking to you about sports.
How come Mariota didn't get traded?
Honestly, I love you to death, but you've got to be one of the least knowledgeable people in sports I've ever talked to.
How come Mariota did not get traded?
Ever. What?
How come Mariota didn't get traded?
Why would Arietta get traded?
No, she's a bitch. She's an asshole.
All right, you're gone. Over the top rope. What an idiot. Pittsburgh boy is one of the worst callers in the world. But I love him. Oh, my God. William Fuller, save me from Pittsburgh boy. Oh, my God.
Holy fucking shit. I just watched an epic fight.
Oh, you got some boxing talk, huh?
You've missed a good one.
I'll watch it later.
Anthony Joshua, Dylan White. Can I tell you the result?
This is Frenchie Ben's gimmick. Frenchie's going to be calling and talking about boxing.
I'm sorry. I'm so excited to talk about it. It was an amazing fight. There's other fights on. He can talk about them.
What happened?
Anthony Joshua knocked out Dylan White in the 7th round. But
in the second round?
He didn't tell the 7th round.
7th.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the first time Anthony Joshua's gone past 3 rounds, and he got the job done, but he looked relieved by the end. He was panting, he looked tired, and he had a little head. He had a little head with him. Dylan White gave him a good go, and in the second round, Anthony Joshua was nearly gone. And if Dylan White had to catch one punch, and he would have taken Anthony Joshua out. But Anthony Joshua, he gets the job done. He is the future for the British heavyweight division. Mm-hmm. But what I saw of Anthony Joshua did concern me because he did have some frailties. But he's only 26. He's going to learn. He's going to adapt. But originally going into this fight, I thought that Anthony Joshua could have won the heavyweight title. I thought.
I didn't watch the fight, so unfortunately, I don't really have a lot to weigh in there.
No, I understand. Just talk about when Anthony before the fight.
And thanks for the spoiler alert, by the way.
I'm really sorry. I'm just really excited. It was like
I see that.
Before the fight, I thought that Anthony Joshua shouldn't be fighting this fight because I thought he should be taking on the heavyweight title or waiting for Tyson Fury. But after today, I don't think Anthony Joshua could beat Tyson Fury right now. I thought he was quite...
Adrian Alex Poe just put in the chat, Roy Jones Jr. just got knocked the fuck out in the first round by a bum. Is that true?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm in Britain, so I have absolutely no idea. I know Kevin Mitchell got knocked out. I watched that fight. That was brutal.
Well, what else you got for me, William Fuller? This boxing's like hockey. You can't talk about it too much unless you're skipping around to different things like Frenchie Ben does. And let's face it, nobody's as electrifying as Frenchie fucking Ben. So you can't talk about it too long or people will go away.
Well, I
lost 5 viewers talking about hockey with Pittsburgh boy. Fucking asshole.
I'm just I just want to avoid talking about wrestling because it's just the card for TLC is one of the poorest cards.
The card in and of itself isn't so bad actually. It's the build that the matches actually represent. The matches, when you look at them at face value, they're actually not that bad.
What, Ryback versus Rusev?
I mean, even that, you can see a place for it, but it's the build. Nobody gives a shit. It's 3 weeks of build, and they just threw it together. So, I mean, nobody cares. It's the builds that go into the matches that are going to make them shitty. I mean, I think if this was just a random house show and there was no storyline to even worry about, then it wouldn't be a bad card at all. I think the wrestling, if they let them go, should be fantastic. But we'll see.
I mean... The main event is, I want to stay up and watch that. I mean, I've got to stay up till 4 a.m. in the morning. I've got school the next morning. I want to stay up for that.
You want to stay up for that? Why?
No, I know, I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't tell. You're too British.
Well...
I can't tell if you were being sarcastic or just charming.
Do Americans have problems with sarcasm or something?
Well, you didn't lay it on very thick. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. I'll show you. I'll give you an example. Here we go. Yeah, Roman Reigns and Sheamus, they're main eventing. Yeah, I really want to stay up for that match. That's laying it on thick. That's hard-hitting sarcasm. That's good old American sarcasm right there.
American sarcasm. I don't know what that is. I've never been to America.
You got anything else for me, Mr. Fuller?
Not much. I'm quite tired.
All right, well, go get some sleep. I know it's late for you as well, and I appreciate the call.
Have a good show, Dave. See you
later. Take it easy,
Bye.
my friend. Joining us now, my co-host, my good buddy, who's off from work early, apparently, Too Tall, man, from XLT Live Podcast. Too Tall, what's going on, pal?
What is going on, Dead on Dave?
Oh, man, I love when people are whimsical, because I'm always whimsical. I love to sing. I love to get into the singing, too. Yeah, what's up, Too Tall?
Not much, man. Just wanted to say hi. I know you've been it's been for almost an hour you've been podcasting or streaming. I just wanted to drop in and say hi to everybody. Say hi to the Dead on Dave subscribers and or followers. What's up, everybody?
Well, you don't have to just run. If you got time, you could always hang.
Oh, yeah, I got some time.
You're always welcome here.
Got some time.
Always welcome here. Did you see my badass new mugs for sale? Did you see my mugs? They're badass.
I thought I retweeted them. I could swear if I did, I'm going to do it right now.
Awesome.
I did see them, though.
Once again, I have to thank Sal, the copious graphics guru, for setting those up. Amazing new mugs. My God.
There we go.
Look at these mugs, dude. I'm gonna put them on the screen. Look at these fucking mugs. These are incredible.
I love can you fuck someone into loving you? That's my favorite one.
That's partly yours. I'll give you 50 cents for every one I sell on that because I got to give you were part of that whole segment.
I like that one, and the copious king with the crown looks cool too.
I like that if you don't have talent, have talented friends. I like the way the words are. I think it's cool looking.
Yeah.
I think it's cool looking. I like these a lot. And you can pick them up on www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com. And go ahead and support the channel that way. If you want to support the channel another way, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Easiest ways in the world to support the channel. Also, breaking news here, folks. If you want to see my merchandise sold, maybe not necessarily buy it, but if you want to see it sold on WrestlingTees.com, well, I've been talking to them. And they have one prerequisite that they want out of me before I get on ProWrestlingTees.com. They will take me, but they have one prerequisite. I have to have 5,000 followers on Twitter. That's what I need. If I get 5,000 followers on Twitter, once I reach that plateau, I will be on Pro Wrestling Tees selling my shirts. So you guys, if you want to see me up there with the legends, you can make that happen by helping me get out there into the Twitter game, because I don't know nothing about Twitter. I'm terrible with it. I got 523 followers, so I got ways to go.
I have like 300 something. It's good.
But if you guys
Twitter's more...
Yeah.
Twitter's more of like that's people find you by hashtags, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes they even find you, they don't even follow you. Yeah. I try to stay active during like Monday Night Raw and tweet and try to find some funny stuff and tweet it out. And every once in a while, I'll get a follower here and there for that. And then they realize that
the new stuff too, like current events. If you talk about current events a lot, sometimes that'll help get your followers as well.
Or you just take your shirt off, Dave, and post and put that as a Twitter pic, and then that's all you need to do.
I'll take this motherfucking shirt off right now. No. That's not taking it off.
That's the solution, actually.
It wants to come off. No. Keeping it on. I'm going to keep it on. Pittsburgh's trying to call me again. I'm not taking this fucking call. I'm not doing it.
Did I miss something? Epic?
Yes, he drives me crazy. Because I don't like saying this about people. I like Pittsburgh boy. I love the kid. But he is the least knowledgeable sports fan I've ever talked to in my life. And it makes me insane. It's just like it's almost talking to like like your girlfriend who doesn't know a lot about sports, but she sits on the couch with you because she wants to be involved. That's what it feels like. And you're just like, no, honey, they shouldn't eject him. No, he didn't do anything wrong, but he threw at that guy. No, babe, here, let me unzip my pants. No, that's what it felt like.
See, I lucked out. My wife loves watching. She watches wrestling too, but she likes watching like baseball's her favorite. So,
yeah.
And I wasn't so into baseball, and then she got me into it. And it's so much better when you go to games. And I
like your wife. I already like your wife.
Well, thank you, Dave. 22 minutes
awesome.
away
She's
from
down in my book. Baseball, boom.
Yeah,
she's got me.
Yeah. I got into it because of her, and I like it. I watch it on TV. I'll catch myself watching it, but I really like going down because we live like 22 minutes away from Camden Yards, so we go to watch the Orioles all the time now. So it's pretty sweet. I love the experience. Like the live experience is so much better than TV. So that's what changed my mind about baseball, because I hated baseball until I went to a game. My first game ever was last year, Orioles and Yankees, and I loved it. It was awesome. It was fun.
Yeah. There's nothing like it, man. Going to games is just fantastic. It really is. It's just a great thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Hey, you want to take some calls?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do this. Dead on Dave.
Give out
take
some
phone
love
calls.
advice.
Yeah.
I think
you
we
can call
should start a service.
702-751. I'm talking over you. Sorry.
That's okay. Let's take a caller.
Take a call.
856. You're live with Dead on Dave and Too Tall. What you got?
Hey, Dave. It's Pat from South Jersey.
It's Pat from East Pittsburgh, or where I don't know where to. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well.
East
South
Philadelphia.
Jersey.
That's what Jake Lake said.
Oh yeah, I messed up the line. What's up, Mr. Glenn? I hear you're not feeling very well, buddy.
Yeah.
You got syphilis or gonorrhea or something? What's up?
No, I don't have that.
No syphilis?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just looking out for you, man.
I don't root for the Penguins, so I don't have that.
You don't have the mumps.
No, I don't have the mumps. 6 days from Force Awakens, buddy.
I know, dude. I try to contain myself, because if I just let my Star Wars out of me, it would be bad for everybody. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars on this little thing behind me right now. You got to look for it, but it's there. There's quite a bit. But we are 6 days away from The Force Awakens, Episode 7, and I couldn't be more excited, man, because it feels like Star Wars. Those prequels...
That's all I've been doing since I've been sick, was playing Knights of the Old Republic and watching all the movies.
Yeah, well...
I even sat through the prequels.
God, they didn't feel like Star Wars, man.
I have to say the third one wasn't bad, but the first two were horrible. But my all-time favorite, Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back is the most complete movie of the 6, no question.
That's the best one.
I actually think Attack of the Clones is the best of the number 2 was the best of the 3.
I don't think so. I think Revenge of the Sith Revenge of the Sith is the best one.
Revenge of the Sith has about 20 minutes of badassery, but other than that, it's a terrible movie.
Oh, you're thinking the lightsaber duel on the volcano? That's the badassery.
Absolutely. The ending.
I just like it. I just like the way that I guess I like it because the bad guys win.
It
I've always been
so
in Mark for
forced.
heels anyway. So
my problem with it is the whole damn movie felt so damn forced. It's like we got to get it to the conclusion here, the conclusion that everybody knows, and it just felt very forced. And Hayden Christensen is horrible, but apparently he was supposed to be horrible. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it.
My brother bought a really, I guess it's kind of cool. You might find it cool, but not cool or find it stupid. But he bought a bumper sticker that says, "I blame Jar Jar for the Empire."
I read this interesting fan theory about Jar Jar Binks that he's actually the lead Sith. He's the head Sith. And this guy goes through all these points of like talking about how Jar Jar was integral in the building of the Empire. And it's so funny. It's ridiculous, but it's a really, really good article. It made me laugh.
Jar Jar reminds me of like an associate in a board meeting who asks a question as soon as the board meeting's about to end.
Yeah, he's
Someone
maybe the worst character in cinema. Is he the worst character in film?
I'd have to say so.
Who's worse? Who's a more repugnant, just terrible character that you cannot even watch? Anybody think of anything in movie that even rivals Jar Jar?
I can't.
Marie.
It's a good one too.
But at least she's good to look at.
Yeah, but you never know what's inside, dude. You never know.
Was a 100-cent body, but a 2-cent brain.
I would love to find out what's inside. If I got a chance to find out, believe me, I will give you a detailed fucking report. I'll have it on your desk by Monday. It will be
so what do you think?
copious in nature. What?
Yeah, what do you think's going on with Luke in this new one? Because you haven't seen him in the trailers, and he's not in the poster.
No, he's not. A lot of people are speculating about the fact that he could be Kylo Ren. There's no way he's going to be Kylo Ren. No way. He's not Kylo Ren. Not only because I don't want to see it happen, but because it would be far too obvious. I think it's real simple. And everything that I read beforehand, because actually the story has already been told about what happened to Luke. Luke went in hiding. I mean, what we've been able to see from the trailers is all mention of the Force and the heroes that actually saved the day and took down the Empire. It was all erased. They kept it secret. They kept it hidden. For whatever reason, maybe they felt like the Force was just too strong to be out there in the universe at all. So they just kind of just went away completely. And Luke goes into hiding to probably, if I had to guess, we're going to find Luke on Dagobah. If I had to guess, he'll be on Dagobah. And
that's where I think he is.
Because he's going to be training and he's going to be a badass master when we see him. And the other thing that I don't think he'll be going dark side about, because the one time we did get to see any mention or sight of Luke was we saw a robot-handed man put his robot hand on R2-D2. Who could that be? Got to be Luke.
Well, I thought that was the wrong hand. Somebody said.
No, it was the right hand.
Is it right hand? Okay, never mind. I'll take that back.
It's the right hand that gets.
I'm not as into it as everybody else. I watched all 6 movies. I used to mess with my friends and piss them off and say the last 3 were the best ones.
Are you gonna go see Force Awakens?
No, I wait until it's out on Blu-ray, then I buy it.
Ooh.
Ooh,
you know what? That's not a bad thing though, Too Tall, because it's going to be a nightmare. And then you at a movie theater can't be good, because if you sit in any row but the back row, you're going to be in somebody's way. Even if you sit in the front row, someone in the back won't be able to see because you're so fucking tall. It's just best if you don't go. I don't blame you.
I also don't go because the tickets are $30 and a Blu-ray is like 12 or no, not 12, $20.
Yeah.
And I can keep that forever instead of paying over and over again.
That's true.
I don't know.
Good point.
I don't know. I'm weird like that.
Frugal. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not really. I spend money on other things that are dumb.
Why are you going to spend money on going to the theater, though? I don't blame you.
Yeah, but
I
Star
spend money
Wars
on
is
like
one of those
audio
movies
equipment.
you have
That's
to
my
see
problem.
in the theater.
Oh, well, yeah, but not if you're not a Star Wars fan, Pat.
That's true.
If you're not a Star Wars
My
fan,
brother-
there's no necessary unless you have a kid. If you have a kid, then I think it's your fatherly duty to take your kid to see Star Wars. I just think it's one of those things.
I'm going to be there opening night with my son.
It's going to be it's an event. It's one of those things that you want them to be able to have that story when they're older. I wish I would have been born so I could have went and saw it, the original
Same
in
here.
the theater. It would have been amazing, but I wasn't.
Stupid freaking last one, the Return of the Jedi came out a year before I was born.
Yeah. It sucked.
But I was able.
yucks.
Unfortunately, I was able to see the original trilogy in the theaters when they remastered it.
Yeah, no, I did too, and it was awesome. What else you got other than Star Wars stuff before people start pelting us with nerd gear?
I love your Cubs moves. I hate the Giles moves for the Phillies, though.
Well, yeah. Well, the Phillies aren't doing anything. You ain't got to worry about that.
Well, I know that, but that pitcher that we got rid of would have saved us from getting 100 losses.
Not necessarily. I think you got some good pieces out of it, and the fact that you got Mark Appel, who could still develop into a very good pitcher, I don't think that's a bad move at all.
And they said that one of the guys that we got was they likened to Dominic Brown. Oh my God, was he a disappointment?
Hey, but Dominic Brown had talent, though. He just didn't cash in on it.
He had 1 month that was good, and it garnered him an All-Star.
Yeah, but he was always known to have tools. He was always known to have the tools to be a damn good player. Too Tall's camera's turning on randomly again. There we go. Just randomly.
So before I go.
Yeah.
I ran into one of the 2014 Major League American League MVP the other night.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. I was walking into
Sorry about that.
the restaurant that he goes to, the burger joint that's here. And he was walking in, and I was walking out.
The AL MVP, you're talking about Mike fucking Trout.
Mike fucking Trout.
Did you get his autograph?
No, because I just said hello and goodbye, and he was on his way somewhere. I'm not going to bother him.
Oh,
it's
fuck
normal
that.
seeing him around town this time of
come
year.
on, man.
You get his autograph. Fuck that.
Get his autograph.
He's
I got his autograph. He signed the baseball cap for my son.
Okay, well, then you got his autograph.
Yeah, let him autograph your ass or something. Make it interesting.
It's normal to see him around town this time of year because he's home. He's home.
His greatness cannot be understated. That guy is great, and he's still 24 or something like that.
Yeah, good things. My sister's best friends with his girlfriend.
He's ridiculously talented.
But yeah, he usually goes into Jim's lunch once a week, orders like 3 or 4 4 hamburgers and eats them and then leaves.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Got to get that protein. That was Babe Ruth's freaking steroids, man. Fucking cheeseburgers and beer. That was his
Cheeseburgers, hot
PEDs.
dogs, and beer, and babes. Don't forget babes.
That's what I just said, Babe Ruth. Yes.
No, you said Babe Ruth, but his diet was cheeseburger and beer, right? I said.
And
don't
women.
forget babes.
And women, yeah. Women and burgers, dude. That was Babe Ruth's thing. And shilling. He loved to shill. Holy God, did he love to shill. That guy would
Cigars,
sign.
too. Didn't he love cigars?
Yeah, he put his name on virtually anything. I mean, you get him a check, he'd be like, yeah, Babe Ruth baby food. Make sure you get it. It's out of this park. It's fantastic. Hey, I appreciate the call, man, Patty. I'm going to take Frenchie Ben because it's boxing time.
All right, it's boxing time.
It's boxing time with Frenchie Ben. I appreciate the call, buddy.
I may be shooting new episodes of Rockin' with Dawkins soon.
Rockin' with Dawkins, right, dude? All right, bruh. I'll see you there, buddy. We're going to rock out hard, man.
All right,
to you later,
Dave.
pal.
You guys have a good rest of the show. Later, Two Talk.
Let up.
Let's bring in the Frenchie one. That's right, it's time.
Une patate. Qui aime danser, qui aime danser, qui aime danser. Qui aime danser, qui aime danser, qui aime danser. Qui aime danser, qui aime danser, qui aime danser.
That's right, it's Boxing Corner. I'm still working on the name for Frenchie Ben, man. What's going on, Frenchie Ben?
I'm doing great, guys.
How are you doing, my friend?
Super great.
All right. What you got for me this week? What's happening in the world of pugilism? Is anything knocking you out?
Of course. I just ate a poutine, and it feels like I have a brick in my stomach.
I wish I had some poutine.
Yeah, man.
I want some
poutine.
Oh, poutine? Poutine? Oh, I thought you were talking about poutine. I love poutine.
No. I would have took it.
Can we get some poutine?
But I'm still gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Unfortunately, the older I get, it's more like I float like a butterfly and it stings when I pee. It's more like that, unfortunately.
It's awesome.
Yeah, of course, there's lots of things into boxing, and as you said before, Roy Jones Jr. Got knocked out at the 4th round today in Moscow.
By like a tin can, right? Who did he fight?
The guy's name is Enzo Maccarinelli.
Ooh, yeah. Good luck with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the 4th round, Roy Jones Jr. looked like a punching bag.
Well, I'm he's old as he's what, 47?
46.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But I think he's over now.
He's done. Got to be done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because in the 4th, he received an uppercut. He went to the ground, and then he just came back, and man, the knockout is bad. Really, he fell like a rock.
Wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate because Roy Jones was a hell of a champion for a long, long time.
Oh, yeah, one of the best in all time.
Him and B-Hop. I love Bernard Hopkins. He's another guy that I really enjoyed watching fight back in the day. And seeing these guys age. B-Hop, man, I think he's still doing his thing, but it's crazy.
Oh, the guy is a master in boxing.
Yeah. But yeah, this is probably the end of Mr. Jones. What else you got? What else is going on in the world of boxing?
Last week at the Barclays Center, there was a fight between the WBA middleweight champion, Daniel Jacobs, against Peter Quillen.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy fight because it was a knockout and a stoppage by the referee in the 1st round. The Jacobs, he just went like a crazy hyena against Peter Quillen.
What's a hyena?
A hyena.
I don't know what that is.
It's an animal. You don't know?
A hyena?
Hyena?
Yeah.
Oh, hyena?
Yeah. Okay, yes.
I thought he was saying a hyena. I'm like, what the fuck is a hyena? A hyena. That was far too French for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was French overloaded. I could not understand that. Thank you, Tutal.
Excuse me.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
We need a Bosnian. We need a Bosnian to get through that.
That's right. That's right. For some reason, the Bosnian was able to friggin' get the correct. He heard it correctly. My dumbass couldn't. Yes. I don't know.
And maybe these days wrestling is really bad, but at least we have a heavyweight title holder in boxing that is a real heel.
Yes.
Tyson Fury, he's saying crazy shit, and there's something that happened this week that Tommy C will like a lot because he said something on the BBC that I'm gonna tell you what he said.
Please.
He said there are only 3 things that need to be accomplished before the devil comes home. One of them is homosexuality being legal in countries. One of them is abortion, and the other one is pedophilia. Who would have thought in the 50s and 60s that those first 2 would be legalized?
Yeah.
So can you believe somebody made a complaint to the police in the UK and because of the hate speech laws?
Yeah. I'm not surprised. It doesn't surprise me at all that somebody would make a complaint about it. We're seeing, look, we're living in an age right now where there are people, actually 5,000 protesters that have actually signed a petition to get Donald Trump removed from the WWE Hall of Fame. And one of the most ridiculous things I've ever read, somebody sent it to me on Twitter today, And I couldn't fucking believe my eyes. Now, while Donald Trump might be a fucking idiot sometimes with some of the things that he says, he's also a non-bullshit guy who I don't think has an actual hateful bone anywhere near his fucking body. He might say some ignorant ass shit, but Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? He needs to be removed. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So no.
Well, yeah, man. Hulk Hogan got removed. Come on now.
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Dave, it's like the exact same thing.
It's nowhere near the same thing. Too tall.
It's the exact same year.
No. Everything that fucking Donald Trump says that the people are blowing out of proportion, they're misquoting him or they're using it for their own bullshit propaganda. This is what Donald Trump, all he's ever fucking said. He wants to get rid of illegal immigration in the country. Oh no, what a terrible fucking guy. And he wants to protect our fucking citizens from goddamn terrorists. Oh no, what a terrible fucking guy. Does he say things in a little harsher manner than the PC bullshit that you always have to fucking hear? Yes, but he's not a fucking racist. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Same thing.
No, it's really not. But
as we see right now, guys, Donald Trump is really polarizing.
Yes, he is. But it doesn't shock me that people are going to do things like that. And like with Tyson Fury, to go back to your point, it doesn't surprise me that people are going to say, "Oh, he can't say." They do have strict hate speech laws in the UK, so that makes sense as well. But it's pretty damn crazy to think that you just can't say anything anymore. You can't. People are losing their jobs over. I read this article the other day about a guy wrote to a female activist, a well-known person, an activist, a feminist, I should say, called her a slut, and she got him fired from his job at a hotel. Got him fired at his job.
Shit happens.
For writing slut on a Facebook page. I couldn't fucking believe it. That this is the world that we live in, and some people are okay with this. It drives me nuts.
That's how it works, man.
Oh.
Social media runs everything. You can't say anything.
So.
Brad Maddox said prick, and then he was gone. So.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Yeah, that's right.
Del Rio slapped a former employee, but then he came back. So.
Look, the reality is if the WWE starts getting rid of anybody who's ever said anything controversial anytime in their fucking history, guess
Vince
what?
McMahon should be fired.
There'll be nobody. There'll be nobody left.
I'm sorry, but if I'm not mistaken, Vince McMahon said the N-word during a live pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to, so if there's anybody that should be removed from anything, it would be that guy. They should be throwing him out.
There's so many people. Does that mean like WrestleMania 2 and 3, which I believe both took place at the Trump Plaza? Should both of those be gone? Should we just get rid of them completely? I mean, Mike Tyson is in the Hall of Fame. A convicted rapist is in the Hall of Fame. Should he be gone? It's ridiculous to me. Shut the fuck up. Shut up and enjoy the goddamn entertainment. Everybody shut the fuck up, please.
I just really want to say Donald Trump's gimmick in this political race is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Donald Trump is interesting for this, for good or bad or indifferent. And it's a completely different conversation to have whether or not you want to see Donald Trump as president. Look, do I think the guy's presidential? Fuck no. But here's what I do know. He's a non-bullshit type of guy who fucking does not apologize and he gives it to you straight. For good or bad, we don't have that in politics and we need it more. He has changed the political landscape. Good, bad, or indifferent. The Republican Party might not survive this situation. That's how much Donald Trump is shaking up the political landscape. That's a good thing. Shaking up the political landscape is a great thing, especially when it comes to how the media is involved. And he has completely changed that, and that's irrevocably changed from here on out. And those are because of Donald Trump. So whether or not you want to see him as president, and for all the people who are probably in the chat, I'm not reading the chat, who are probably saying, fuck Donald Trump's terrible. He is leading in an unprecedented way in polls that we've never seen. Reagan didn't have this big of a lead at any time during his polling. I mean, that's how unprecedented what Trump is doing. And the more he gets attacked, the more that people fucking say he's racist, the more people see through the bullshit and continue to support him. I've never seen anything like this. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
It's absolutely crazy. What else you got for me in the world of boxing, my friend? We kind of got off kilter there, but good conversation starter, Frenchie. God damn, that was great. Thank you.
Yeah, but I couldn't broke the discussion about Star Wars. You know, you gotta let it flow when it comes to.
You missed out on the Star Wars conversation. That's true. You gotta let it flow within you. That's right. Just like the Force.
One last thing about Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
This week he got stripped of his IBF title because he agreed on a rematch with Vladimir Klitschko.
Mm-hmm.
The date is not settled yet, but the IBF stripped him because, in a sense, he refused to be against his mandatory opponent, Vyacheslav Glasgow.
Yeah.
So that's it for me.
Is this ridiculous to you? This is ridiculous to me. Stripping him of the
politics.
IBF title. This is insane. Of course he should be fighting Vladimir first. What the hell are we talking about? Klitschko had a 10-year friggin' era where he did not lose a fight. Of course he should get his rematch. This is insane. What are we talking about?
The rematch is going to draw also.
Yeah. The IBF, once again, showing they are out of touch and have no idea. I hate this whole 50 belts thing, by the way. Let's just get them all. This is ridiculous.
Politics in boxing is awful.
It really is. That coupled with the lack of major stars, I think it's really the backstage politics that have killed boxing for the mainstream more than it has anything else. I mean, there's still some great young fighters out there, but the politics don't let them. The fact that we never got Pacquiao and Mayweather is a fucking travesty. The fact that we never saw those two fight is just, it's ridiculous. I don't know anymore.
It took a while, yes. Because
they did fight eventually. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
so
they might
that's
as
it
well
for
not
me.
have. They might as well not have fought. They fought at 38 years old and Pacquiao with a fucking one arm. I mean, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's how bad that fight was. I forgot about it.
Yeah, they should have fought maybe 3 years before.
5 years, 6 years before.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Makes me sick. Sick to my anus. Anything else, my dear Frenchie Ben?
Oh, it's enough for me today. It was fun to talk to you both, guys.
I appreciate you calling me from French Canada. You like that? I did that for you. I did that for you, man.
Thank you.
I'm working on my Quebecian. I'm going to do it. I'm going to become Quebecian. More Quebecian for you. I'm going to go eat some poutine, and we're going to have fun.
And chase hyena.
You and I, by the way, before we get you out of here, you and I are having a slugfest in fantasy hockey this week, are we not?
I'm going to beat you this weekend.
You probably are. I'm terrible. I'm 2-6. I'm god-awful. Nothing is working.
I'm not that confident, Dave.
just by the fact that I never win, you should be very confident.
Yeah, that's right.
But
so, okay, guys.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's enough. It's okay.
Oh, I
can
appreciate
leave.
the call, my friend.
Okay. Ciao, guys.
Choosy choose from Germany, Frenchie Ben. I love Frenchie Ben. God, I love having that guy on here.
What did you think? Did you see a tweet that Matt Hardy and Bubba Ray Dudley indulged in earlier today?
No.
You didn't see a tweet? It was like a back and forth for like oh no, that was yesterday. I'm sorry, yesterday.
No,
and,
I didn't. I did
and
not
it ended up being with Bubba Ray Dudley tweeted to Matt Hardy a couple times. And then he said something, and then Matt Hardy responded, and then Bubba Ray pretty much said, "Why don't you lace up one more time, and I'll see you in April."
Who said that? That's what Bubba said.
That's what Bubba said to Matt Hardy.
Oh.
And let's see. I can read you the full tweet. I was looking at it
read
earlier.
the full tweet because this is interesting.
It was when I read it yesterday. I was like, this is kind of cool. It's kind of neat. I like that but that's the best way to get something done is to tweet it out and then the fans get into it. Like,
yes,
really,
that's how you got to deal with Vince McMahon. Yeah, the fans have to fucking demand it. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. I just had it.
That'd be incredible. But part of me,
I just had
see,
it. What the hell?
the nostalgia part of me thinks it's going to be incredible. Do we really want to see the Hardys and Dudleys in a TLC match at WrestleMania? Really? Because that's what will happen. I don't know. I don't know. Jeff hasn't looked the same since he's come back. I'm not a fan of what fucking Matt's been doing, and the Dudleys look great, but I mean that's because they don't have to do too much.
Yeah, and then he's also mentioned that Jeff's getting like healed up or something, and he's getting better, and then they're pretty much. I can't find a tweet for some reason now. I was just looking at it. I don't know why, but yeah, pretty much back and forth, and then Bubba Ray invited him to WrestleMania, basically.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Good work by Bubba. Yeah. Good work by Bubba. I love what Bubba does. That's smart. That's smart. You know what? I'll tell you why it's even more smart. Because more than likely the Dudleys are not going to have a major, and they've probably already been told this, by the way, that they're not going to have a major match at WrestleMania. They're not going to be involved. Because they've already had their feud with the New Day, so there's really no point in having them for the tag titles in that situation. So why not have them in a nostalgia match? The more I think about it, the more it makes absolute sense. Too bad Edge and Christian can't get involved.
Oh, no,
because Edge would die.
Awesome. Yeah, he would die.
He would die.
But yeah, I wanted to. I have to go now.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, my food got here. My wife just texted me. The food's getting cold.
Are you leaving because of Trump?
No. I would like to eat dinner with my wife, but that's okay.
Well, that's fair. Tell your wife I said hi and say thank you for allowing this time for you to jump on with the best fat man in the world. I appreciate it.
So yeah, I'm gonna leave everybody. Thank you for having me on for this a couple minutes or so. I think it was like 15 to 20 minutes.
Hey, I appreciate it, buddy. 38 actually.
Sure.
38 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Make sure to subscribe to Dead on Dave. If you're not already subscribed, man, runs an awesome show every week. Almost daily now, man. You're just working extremely hard. So thank you for having me on, man, and have a good rest of the show, buddy.
Make sure you guys go check out my man Too Tall at XLT Live Podcast as well. Take it easy, buddy.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
XLT Live Podcast, man. He does his thing over there, and he does it quite well. Make sure you check out Too Tall. He's awesome. He's the man. You hear him. He's the man. Brandon Colby, that's twice I was about to take your call, and you got out. You got out. No, I was about to take your call, and you left. I would love, I've been seeing in the chat, people are like, we want to see Love Talk with Dave and Too Tall. Unfortunately, now he just left, and nobody's asking any relationship questions. I would love to fix your love lives. There's nothing in this world I would love to do more than fix all of your cock and pussy problems. Love to do it. Couldn't tell you how much I would just, it would make my day. It would make my day. Looks like Sal hooked me up. Sal hooked me up because my because my mug promo was horrible, the one I made. So he made a better one because he's awesome. So I appreciate that. I'll get that in there for next show. I appreciate that. Good work as always, Mr. Sal, the copious graphics guru. I'm going to take Pittsburgh's call. Just because, you know what? I got somebody else. I don't need to take his call. I was going to take your call, but now I got somebody else. Brandon Colby, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, man? I was just wondering. I kind of jumped in late, but I don't know if you've talked about it or not. Just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on UFC 194 tonight and what your thoughts are for the two title fights tonight.
Funnily enough, I have not gotten to UFC 194 quite yet, so it's actually very awesome that you're here so we can talk about it, because we do got two title fights tonight. We've got Aldo and McGregor. These two have been dancing around each other for a long time. So that's going to be exciting. And then a fight that not a lot of people are talking about, the light heavyweight champion, light heavyweight champion, friggin' Chris Weidman versus Luke Rockhold. That should be a good fight. I think Weidman's probably going to go through him, but
I don't know, man. Rockhold's pretty solid, man. The last few fights he's looked really good. So I think that fight could end up being the better fight of the two title fights.
Full of cans, man. That division, right? It is not what it was a couple of years ago. Bones cleaned that division, or not Bones. I'm sorry, Silva cleaned that division out. And Weidman, who caught Silva at the right time, who's he had to fight? He hadn't had to fight nobody. So I'm not.
He fought Belfort. That was about it. He fought Belfort. That was about it. That was his
who's
biggest
107
fight, basically.
years old. Belfort's
Yeah,
107
right.
years old, and without steroids, without his TRT, he's not the same guy. He's just not. And the last time they fought, he was not on TRT. So
I was just curious what you think if you caught any of the Frankie Edgar versus Chad Mendez last night. That
Frankie
fight.
Edgar pounded Chad's face, and man, he made a statement. Frankie Edgar, who everybody always thinks is done, always thinks Frankie Edgar is done. He's putting Aldo and McGregor, whoever wins that fight, on notice that he is coming, and you better take notice of Frankie fucking Edgar, because that guy is he's not great at anything, but he's good at so many things. And he gets on him so fast. He's relentless, and he's tough as a fucking coffin nail. That guy.
Yeah, and he's very straightforward, too. He doesn't pull punches. He's just very to the point, and let's get in there and let's go, man, you know?
But let's talk about the fight that everybody's talking about, McGregor and Aldo. Some people think this is going to be a match of the ages, a legendary fight that stylized could be one of the most exciting things we've ever seen. Other people think this is going to be a wash one way or the other. A lot of people who think it's going to be a one-sided fight think Aldo is going to walk through McGregor. I think that's an insane thing to say. As good as Aldo is, and not good, great. Aldo is great. McGregor is fucking spectacular.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the fact that this fight should have happened 2 years ago had Conor not gotten that injury and gone down for a year, basically. So,
and then earlier in this year, this fight was already supposed to happen, and Aldo pulled out late with an injury, which led to Chael Sonnen, who has said multiple ignorant fucking things this week. He's actually thinking that Jose Aldo is afraid of Conor McGregor, and that Conor McGregor is somehow, at the same time, afraid of Jose Aldo. What the hell?
I think that I don't know. I think Chael Sonnen's been doing some crazy drugs. I don't know, or he's gotten his brain mashed in too many times in the cage.
Maybe a little from column A and a little from column B.
Honestly, I think Conor will probably knock out Jose tonight.
Ooh,
but I think
Aldo
it's going to be
knocked out. That's bold. That's bold, my friend.
And the only reason I say that is because I don't think that he's been hit by somebody like Conor yet, and the length, I think, is going to play a big role in this fight tonight. But that being said, I think you'll see, kind of a ground battle between the two at some point also, because it's, inevitable. One of them is going to get rocked. And when it goes to the ground, we're going to find out who has the better jiu-jitsu and ground game. And that may end up deciding who wins this fight.
I think the biggest deciding factor in this fight is going to be McGregor's size, because he is a very tall, lanky, lean guy, but he's strong as shit. Aldo, the reason why he hasn't been hit by anybody like McGregor is because he doesn't get hit very often. Because he's so quick on the outside, but he's ultra aggressive and he's so fast when he gets on you. I don't know if McGregor's ever fought anyone like him. And that's the worry that I think McGregor fans and people who think that McGregor's going to get beaten too are going off. They're like, man, Aldo is he's a different level than just about anybody that McGregor's ever fought before. And that's a very important thing to consider, because God damn, is Aldo fast and accurate. It's like saying shit, I'm like, damn, he's about to go fucking Super Saiyan out there. I love Jose Aldo.
Doesn't this kind of feel like Rousey home all over again? Everybody's all like Conor, and then Jose comes in and just destroys him.
I'm hearing it both ways.
I kind of thought about that too.
That's the thing. I'm not hearing it one way or the other. I'm not hearing like everybody just Conor. I'm hearing a lot of people thinking Jose's going to walk through him. So I don't know. That's a tough one. I've
been a really big Jose Aldo fan for a very, very long time, even before Conor was in the picture.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a dream fight for me. I've been waiting for this fight for a year and a half basically now, and it's finally here, and nobody's injured, and it's going to be just a complete war, and I'm just stoked to be able to watch it,
I think that's what they want, is an absolute war. They want an absolute war. I know that's what the UFC wants, obviously. So it's going to be very, very interesting. I mean, a lot of people seem to be very split on this. It seems a lot of professional fighters are saying that Aldo's going to win this thing. That could be because of their hatred for Conor, or it could be because they know how great that Aldo is. I think Conor McGregor is great for the sport. He's a good heel. He works well. And he's an incredible fighter. I just don't know if he's fought anyone close to Jose Aldo's talent. And it's going to be a hell of a fight. I'm very excited about it.
And I think for anybody to say Aldo is afraid of McGregor or even vice versa is completely just lost touch with reality. That's just about as simple as you get.
Very possible in Sonnen's case. So I don't put it past him at all. You got anything else before I get you out of here? I got a couple other calls I want to get to.
No, that was it, man. I just wanted to talk some UFC real quick. So
I appreciate the call. We got some UFC discussiones going, and I appreciate it, my friend.
Sure, but have a good night, man.
You too, buddy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for calling in.
Yep, you're welcome. See ya.
Pal. That was Brandon Colby, everybody. Brandon Colby. Let's take another call. 480, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Is anybody really going to watch TLC tomorrow night? I mean, that's like, is anybody really going to watch it?
I'm going to watch it because I have to review the fucking thing.
Well, I'm going to watch it just because I have to watch everything that WWE puts out because I'm crazy like that. But
yeah, I'm OCD. I got to watch it. It's going to be interesting, man.
I do not think that it is going to be worse than Survivor Series. I don't think that's possible at all.
It'll be hard pressed to be. The wrestling can't be worse. The wrestling cannot be worse than Survivor Series. So,
it can, because when Owens and Ambrose had the match at Survivor Series, I was really, really disappointed. I expected so much more, and I think this time they're going to come through and put on a pretty good match.
Oh, hold on one second. Josh Lyons, I know what you're saying, man, about how him beating Mendez, who took Aldo to the limit. I don't think in the UFC that you can always go to common opponents. Look at what Ronda Rousey did to the common opponents that she took on, the same people that, what's her name, Holly Holm beat before they fought. UFC is a little bit different. MMA is a little bit different. I think styles make fights in UFC more than it does even in boxing. And these two styles are going to clash in a very unique way. So I get what you're saying, Josh, and you're not wrong. But keep this in mind. These two are just going to have an absolute bloodbath. I think this fight could be one of the most legendary fights of all time. Or it's going to be open real quick. Or it's going to be over real quick. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Please, 480. I'm sorry about that, but I just had to mention that before I forgot. Go ahead. What else you got for me?
Oh well, I'm just gonna run down my predictions real quick if that's okay.
It's fine with me. Make it quick, bud.
Okay, Rusev to beat Ryback because he really needs to win, and nobody wants Ryback to win because he's terrible.
That's a burp match.
Yes, it is. New Day to retain the tag team titles in the three-way. That's an obvious one. I think the Usos are going to chase them a little bit longer. And surprisingly, this may upset some people, but I think Kevin Owens will keep the title. I don't think Dean really needs it, especially because I think he's a strong candidate to most likely win the Rumble next month, and I don't really think he needs the IC title. So.
I think it's a safe bet. It's a safer bet to have to think that Owens is going to win, mainly because I think there's more of a story if both Dean and the Usos fail in their title quests. I think if they want to continue this god-awful storyline with Roman, having them lose because somebody cost them, I think is a little bit more of a narrative that they're going to go with. I don't think that Dean Ambrose is a strong candidate to win the Royal Rumble, though. I will disagree with you there. Because if he was a strong candidate, then why only give him a 7-minute match with Roman Reigns at Survivor Series? I don't think they see anything big for Dean Ambrose. I really don't. And it makes me sick.
Yeah, it's not very good. But looking on the bright side, I do think they have big plans for Owens, which is pretty. It's exciting. But anyways, continuing on.
I hope so.
No. I'm telling you, like. maybe late 2016, he's winning the WWE title. It's going to happen sooner or later.
I think it's a possibility, but I don't. Right now, if your name's not Roman Reigns, WWE doesn't care about you. So I don't know.
It's so stupid. I don't get it. Anyways, Charlotte to beat Paige.
Yeah, I think that's safe. I think that's safe.
And this is going to shock the people as well, but since I think majority of the heels are going over on the show, I think Team Extreme is going to beat the Wyatts.
Oh, the Wyatts are not losing that match. No way. They can't.
Well,
lose
I mean,
again.
they got to have at least one babyface go over.
Yeah, but that's not the one. You have then have Ryback, because you can't have you can, if there's one lock on this card, if there is one lock, it's the Wyatts beating Team Extreme. For one, WWE Vince hates ECW. Hates them. Hates ECW. Hates their legacy. That's why he put the ECW title on himself during that ECW revival. That was horrible. So they're not going to put them over on a major card over major young stars. Second, the Wyatts cannot lose again. Cannot. Maybe ever. Maybe they can never in the history of the Wyatts' longevity lose again. They can't. It's just...
Well, you know what, rethinking it, I think you're right, because, you know, how do you eliminate Strowman? I mean, no, they're not going to do that, so.
Yeah, I want to see Strowman eliminate multiple people at the same time. It'll be awesome.
Yes, it would. I feel like, no wonder I forgot about it. Chairs match for the U.S. title. Who cares? Del Rio will retain. Let's move on.
Yeah.
World title. This may surprise some people because I know nobody cares about these two guys, but I think Reigns and Sheamus, I think they're going to put on a damn good TLC match, actually. I'm looking forward to it.
They're going to try. They're going to try.
But, you know, Mr. Red Rooster will retain. I just can't stand Sheamus.
I can't either.
Honestly,
but Reigns isn't ready.
No, he's not. I don't know who to cheer for. I really don't, because I hate both of them.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling this to everybody. Tony Barasa, he's going to the show. I told him this. I'll tell you the same thing. You want to make a goddamn impression, turn off the fucking TV during that match. Don't watch it. Turn it off. Turn it the fuck off. Turn it off. Don't watch it.
Actually, I think he's winning the Rumble again.
Oh, God, I'll kill myself. That would be the biggest mistake the WWE has ever made if Roman Reigns wins the Rumble again.
Where is the show? Like, is it going to be like at a Smarky crowd? Like, where is Rumble going to be at?
I forgot. I think somebody said it was going to be in Orlando.
Okay, then yeah, they're going to pop when guys like Owens come out, because you know they attend the NXT tapings. But
I'll kill myself.
What I think is going to happen is I don't know. I just think Reigns is winning the Rumble again. The smart thing to do would be to have Reigns beat Sheamus at the Rumble and win the title, and you don't have to have him in the Rumble match. That's what I would do, but
I think it's the smarter way to go. But right now, unfortunately, the WWE is chasing their tails because they're reading everything. I think there's a representative from WWE who's watching this show right now. I believe it. I believe it because they are watching everything. For some reason, they are so goddamn obsessed with what anybody and everybody is saying, and they're like, well, we can't do that because somebody said it. Some fat guy in Germany just said it, so we can't do that. They're outthinking themselves, and they're making mistake after mistake. I cannot even begin to talk to the mistakes that they're making. It's insane. So we'll see.
The product is it's just in such a poor state right now, and it's really hard for me to think that it's going to get better anytime soon. It's not.
Oh,
it's,
see,
it's a dark day.
I'll disagree with you there too, because I think that they could turn this with the talent that is in WWE and NXT right now, and the possibilities of some of the people that they can bring in. One guy, Shinsuke Nakamura, you bring him in, that's game changing. It's platform changing. So I think they can change this on a dime. Even with the guys that they have right now, they can change this anytime they like. Anytime they like, they can turn this thing around. It'll take some time to build back up to get people back into it. But I think they need to actually just kind of go back to make a speech very similar to the Attitude Era speech, the famous speech where we know this is not the entertainment that you want to see anymore. Something like that, because that's what it's going to take. You're going to have to tell the folks what they're about to see and then prove it to them that they're going to. Just copy what you're doing on NXT because you're doing it right there. It's real simple. Real simple to me.
It is, but for them it's complex because they're idiots. But.
Well, there's more to it too as well, though. It's so easy for us to say the things that we say, but there is a lot going on that we can't possibly understand. And I'm sympathetic to that. That's why I don't bury WWE like so many people do, because I understand how corporations and all this shit go about things. So I give them a little bit of a benefit. We'll see what happens. I appreciate the call, man.
All right, see, I'll probably call in for the after show tomorrow night. So
Awesome Blossom. I'll see you then, buddy.
All right, peace out.
Take it easy, pal. Joining in bed, did you just inhale the food too tall? Did you just use one hand and shovel it in?
I eat very fast.
Yes, Jesus.
With the purpose of
But you're
stuff
back,
in my
and
stomach.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you were ending the show, so I saw you were still
probably not.
rolling.
Well, I'm not going to end the show, but it's very possible that Pittsburgh, who I think I'm about to bring back in, he might be ending the show with his horribleness. You want to bring him in?
Your show, man. I'm just here.
I'm asking your
for the
opinion,
ride.
though. It means something to me. Let's bring him in. Fuck it. All right, Pittsburgh. You're calling me from two numbers at the same time. You think I don't know that you're doing it, but I do. I was ignoring both numbers. You're on a very fucking short leash, man.
Why?
Why? Why?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh boy, thou art awful. Let me count the ways. No. What do you mean, why? You give me a heart attack with the shit that you say. But it's okay.
That's not my intentions.
No, it is your intention. It's your
No, it's
intention.
not.
It's what you mean to do. But I'm going to give you the benefit. What do you got?
Okay.
Short fucking leash.
Okay. This refers to TLC. Now, I don't know if you saw the rumors or not, but if you have, do you think it's true that Paige's mom will be at her corner Sunday?
I think it's a possibility, but the reason I think she'll be at the event, but having her in the corner is virtually a nothing move because I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. Nobody knows who the fuck Paige's mom is. Nobody. She could be sitting, like if you're working at a grocery store, she can come through your aisle and you're probably not going to recognize her. That's just reality.
They should bring in like Sable as Paige's mom.
And playing Paige's mother,
Yeah.
Academy Award winning actress, Helen Mirren. What the
Oh,
it's like,
man.
oh, fuck it. I don't know. I think it's a good idea because they should play off the legacy a little bit. But because nobody knows who the hell she is, they probably won't. So while there's a rumor for it now, I think somebody's going to be like, Vince, nobody knows who this bitch is. I mean, so I don't know.
And I had to bring up Reigns.
Yeah,
And
go
this
ahead.
is not. I'm not gonna be kissing his ass or anything. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
I have a question, Pittsburgh boy.
Yeah.
Are you running AOL in your background? What is going on?
No. Why?
It sounds like an AOL dial-up is happening in your background.
Oh, I
know
don't
if
hear
Dave
it.
can hear that. Maybe it's just me then.
Usually I hear it, but I don't hear it. I do. I think I hear a fan, but it might be mine. Now I hear it. Now I'm definitely
Ever
hearing
since he
it.
called in,
I
I
have a
heard
fan going.
this.
Pittsburgh,
Come
what
on,
are you
man.
doing?
I have a fan going on. It's hot in my house.
Oh, God.
Take stuff off. Don't put a fan on while you call in, bro.
Yeah, you got to turn the fan off. You don't want to be like Huffman and make biscuits. Let's make biscuits while calling in. I'm going to co-host a show while baking goods. Who does that? Only Huffman. Only Huffman. But go ahead. You're about to blow Reigns. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. This is a serious
You're
question.
gonna
Do you
cuff his
really
balls
think
and
that
blow
if
'em.
Reigns wins tomorrow, he will get booed out there like crazy? You think he will get torn up?
Oh, yeah. It's Boston, bud. Yeah.
It's a wrestling town, man.
Well, Boston and Philly have the most obnoxious crowds.
Yes, they do.
I'm not saying that just being a Pittsburgh. I'm not saying that just being a Pittsburgh fan, but they really do.
Oh, Boston's horrible. I've said for years and years, I think that some of the worst fans on the face of the fucking earth come from
Oh, yeah,
Boston.
big time.
Some of the most annoying fucking people in the world are from fucking Boston. Some of the most talented people in the world, especially in comedy, come from Boston as well. But it doesn't make them any less fucking annoying. I thank you, Boston fans. I await your poorly worded and terrible grammatical letters. Anyways, yeah, I think he's gonna get booed, big time.
Well,
yes.
won't Sheamus as well? I mean, they're both going to get booed, aren't they?
No. Sheamus is going to get cheered for stomping on
Yes.
Roman Reigns.
Sheamus
And then they're
is
going to try to.
You're 100% right, Tutal.
Yeah, and then they're going to try to take it down by muting it a little bit. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Who would cheer for Sheamus? That's the thing I don't understand.
I don't know. Who would cheer for Roman Reigns, Pittsburgh boy?
I would, absolutely.
Assess your life choices, all right, man? Assess your life choices.
And they're questionable. They're questionable at best. It's okay.
I'm just trying to get on Dave's level of insulting you.
The
and I'm
funny
not even
thing
there
is,
yet.
though, I don't even have any problems with the fact that you like Roman Reigns. I liked Roman Reigns. I was on his bandwagon. But and this is why you and I clash, because you choose to either see things that are not there or ignore things that are actually happening. You're like my mother.
Like what?
I don't want to go back to the Jake Arrieta thing, but the way that you see the Jake Arrieta situation tells me everything I need to know about you. 2, the fact that you can't see Roman Reigns' regression, the fact that you keep saying that he's earned this, he deserves this, and nobody gives him a chance, which is asinine to say because he's been given multiple chances, and he can't get himself over. And it's just you refuse to see what is so obvious. So you live in a delusional world. It's okay.
I know I've said this before, but the whole thing started at Royal Rumble when Daniel Bryan didn't win. That is, I firmly believe.
Daniel Bryan wasn't even in the Royal Rumble.
He wasn't in it. Yeah.
How is he going to win when he wasn't even there?
At the Royal Rumble,
he didn't. Your boy Roman Reigns would have had more heat if Daniel Bryan was in there and Roman Reigns threw him over the top rope.
I think we're talking about two separate Rumbles. That night. The first Rumble that Roman Reigns performed very
13.
well in, that Batista won, Daniel Bryan was not in. Last year's Rumble, Daniel Bryan was in, and they eliminated him. It wasn't the fact that Daniel Bryan didn't win that Rumble. It's really not. It's how he was eliminated. It's how Roman Reigns won. That is a bigger problem than anything else, and the WWE refused to see that. That it's, if you give us a situation that we're not really sold on, but you give it to us in an awesome fucking way, we're going to be more open to it. But the fact that they did it in such a garbage-ass way, and then The Rock coming out, where it's just like, you're going to like him because The Rock's raising his hand. Fuck you! You know?
So if,
and even the
let's
Rock
say that
screwed
The Rock
up.
never came, let's say the whole thing Rock never coming out, never happened.
He would still get booed.
Never happened.
He would still get booed.
And
he would still
Daniel
get booed.
Bryan was in the Final Four. You think that would have been a
It would have been even worse.
I don't know.
It would be even worse.
I don't know about that, Tutal. I as long as Reigns didn't eliminate Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan was in that mix a little bit longer and didn't get eliminated the way he did, and Kane and fucking Big Show don't go on their stupid rampage, I think it would be a little more palatable. It wouldn't have been as bad as it was.
So you think if Daniel Bryan was in the Final Four, and you got the fans' hopes up that he's going to win?
I had eliminating him at 5th, but he had to have a longer run than he had.
But if he got eliminated in the Final Four and the fans were thinking, holy crap, this could be it, Daniel Bryan, and then he gets thrown over the top rope, I mean, I feel like Philadelphia would have lost their shit even more.
I thought a possibility was having Reigns and Daniel Bryan be the last two and have them actually fight for about 7 minutes and just have Daniel do everything in the world to Roman Reigns. And then Roman just finding a way to gut it out. I thought that might be a way to get that situation over. But more people were pissed off at the way that Daniel Bryan was eliminated than they were the fact that he didn't win. It really seemed it was the outrage over the way. I think having him in the Final Four to at least, I think ultimately he should have been eliminated 5th. 5th would have been fine. I think that would have been palatable, and I think if it would have been done in a spectacular way, it would have been forgivable. But the fact that it was just Kane and Big Show throwing everybody out and then dominating fucking Roman, it was just so stupid. It was so stupid. And it may not have worked. Who knows?
I see your point in that he got eliminated so early. The crowd was kind of already getting angry at that point, and by the end of the whole thing, they were like, "Well, fuck everything." So we now will rage because we know what you're doing. So maybe the last minute, maybe not a bad idea. I guess I could see that angle. You know, Daniel Bryan being eliminated last or whatever, or in the final 2 or final 4, and not the fans being angry in the middle of Royal Rumble. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's
at
our
the
guy,
very
guys.
least,
That's our guy.
You can't take them out in the middle of the road. You can't take, because you're taking your fans out of it, and that's what they did. They took their fans out of it, and everybody knew it was going to happen after that, and it was unacceptable. It was stupid, and it was really just the WWE giving the finger to the fans, saying, no, we're going to do what the fuck we want when we want, and that's what it was, and that's why it was so...
I kind of like that, though, Dave. I like that that the WWE doesn't give in to the fans all the time. Like, yeah, I mean, they changed the whole WrestleMania event for Daniel Bryan, but I kind of liked... Like, you can't have everything.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I agree with you. You can't always acquiesce to the fans. But in that situation, when you're trying to build your next top guy, when you're trying to build the next John Cena, you can't do that. God damn it. You can't do that to him. It's unfair to Roman. It's unfair to the fans. And honestly, it's just short-sighted and it's vindictive as a promoter. But I'm in agreement with you. Fundamentally, I don't think that you should always give in to the fans. I think it's stupid. It's stupid because we're terrible. We never know what the fuck we want.
We're assholes.
Horrible. You hear the show? We're fucking awful. Come on.
Pittsburgh, boy, you ruin everything. God
Ruin everything, Pittsburgh. Boy, I blame you.
Fuck.
What else you got, Pittsburgh?
I don't know if this is too early or not to say, but right now, who y'all have winning the Royal Rumble in 2016?
What's that?
As of right now, who do you have winning the Royal Rumble?
Tutal, you answer first, because I might just steal your answer.
Well, my answer was, and this is not going to happen, but my answer before he got injured was Cesaro, and I was going to stick with it until I fell over a cliff. Just because that's who I. Well, let me put it this way: that's who I want to win as
Ride
a
or
fan.
die.
That's who I wanted to win, and that's who I was going to stick with as a fan. If Brock Lesnar's in the Royal Rumble, if he doesn't win, I'm gonna laugh.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy choice if he is in the Royal Rumble. But I'm gonna go with Kalisto.
You're a horrible human being. I think you did that just so I couldn't steal your answer.
What's my answer?
I'm going to make it harder on this fat asshole.
What's my answer? Well, you going to steal Kalisto?
I can't steal Kalisto. That's why you picked him.
I
can't steal him. There's no way.
I said Kalisto on the show a couple of times now. I'm all about Kalisto.
I love Kalisto, but no. I'm gonna go with who I've been going with for a while. I got 3 guys. Everybody knows who my 3 guys have been. Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, but I don't think it's going to be either of those. I know what's come out, but I also read what came out today as well. It's going to be Daniel fucking Bryan. Daniel Bryan is fucking Royal Rumble. It's happening.
Why are you mad, Pittsburgh? Because it's not your boy Roman Reigns sticking up the place one more time?
Roman Reigns.
God damn it.
No, here's the thing. No,
do you know Roman Reigns is waist size? Is that what you do? You know that?
No. Ever since the whole deal with the Authority and Daniel Bryan, that's all people want now is Daniel Bryan. It's
okay,
absurd.
but you ever stop and ask yourself why?
I don't understand why they do.
Because he's one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet today. Because he's one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet today.
And even though his promos are sometimes corny, it's still better than your boys.
Yeah. He's fantastic.
Dave just named 4.
Go ahead, Tutal. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tutal.
What was that, Pittsburgh?
How much longer do you guys really think he has left in this business?
He's 34.
Yeah, but of his
Daniel
injuries?
Bryan?
With these injuries that he keeps getting?
If he can
So
stay
what if he
healthy,
dies in the ring? Not the first time WWE had that happen, or outside the ring.
if he could stay healthy, I think he can be fine for another 3 or 4 years.
I think Pittsburgh boy is angry, Dave, because I think he's thinking if Daniel Bryan's healthy, Roman Reigns is screwed. So
because he's right.
At that
because he's right.
He's angry.
He's right. If Daniel, now I read something interesting today because everybody's freaking out over the Daniel Bryan news that he said that his situation with WWE as an active wrestler is probably over. Well, I read some interesting shit today with Daniel Bryan stating that he is in the middle of a compromise with the WWE regarding his in-ring wrestling career. Now, I have no fucking idea what that could possibly mean.
Sounds.
It feels like it's backpedaling to me. That feels like it's tap dancing. Feels like it's backpedaling because I think it got bad publicity for WWE, and I don't think they were happy about it. So I think they had him tap dance a little bit. And I do think he will be a surprise entrant in the 2016 Royal Rumble. And the roof is going to fucking erupt. It's going to be amazing.
If he's in the Royal Rumble, he should be 1.
1 or 30. 1 or 30.
I think 1 in WWE's eyes, 1 can be like, because they can change plans in the middle of the Royal Rumble. They can do that if they want to.
True. Call an audible.
Yeah, 1 could be very easy for them. All right, you want to wrestle? You want to see what we got? You sign this contract saying that, or you sign this paper saying we're not fucking liable or some stupid shit like that. And then we'll put you in at 1, and then you show us, and then you fucking show us that you're not going to get injured. 1 to 30, last an hour in this son of a bitch, and let's see what you got.
He has to sign.
And I'm sure he will be all for it.
If he wants to get back in the ring, he's going to have to sign a lifetime fucking waiver.
You can't sue us. You can't sue us if you fucking get injured again.
Your wife can't sue us. Your kids that don't exist yet can't sue us. Nobody can sue us. That's what has to happen. Because they are getting tired of the Viscera's wives of the world. They're getting tired of the fucking big fucking Sal of the fucking people who barely had any time in the WWE now trying to sue the WWE because they're fucked up at 50. They're getting tired of this, as they should be. As they should be, because it's fucking ridiculous. You chose this life. You chose this life. And if you need the WWE or doctors to tell you, hey, if you land on your head, there's a very good possibility you're going to be fucked up when you're older, then you need to be taking on the fucking short bus to every goddamn event that you go to. Because what the hell are you talking about? It drives me crazy. No personal responsibility. Nobody is accountable anymore. It's somebody else's fault, always. I'm fat. You know whose fault it is? It's fucking mine. Could I blame Iraq? Sure, it's a reason, but it's not its fault. I got morphined up for 3 years, sat on my couch because I couldn't fucking move, and decided to shove Twinkies in my face. Do I remember it? No, but I'm a big fat guy, okay? And it's my fault. Nobody else's. Mine. And I take that responsibility. As everybody fucking should.
I think we're going to have to throw Pittsburgh over the top rope. People are complaining about his noise.
All right, Pittsburgh, bye.
Sorry, bro. Oh, that was quick. He was like, bye. I can't even answer. Like,
nah, I didn't give him a chance to respond. He's gone.
Over the top rope.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, I mean, people started. I don't know. I mean, I heard it first, but maybe I'm just a good ear for things. But it was pretty bad. And then a couple people said in chat, like, I'm done with this noise.
Okay, I barely could hear it, so that's my fault then. I'm sorry, guys. I did not go ahead and throw him over.
And then he responds with, damn it.
What's that?
He responds in chat with, damn it.
Damn it.
Sorry,
damn
bro.
it. Well, all you had to do was turn off his fucking fan.
And he still didn't do it.
He wouldn't do it.
It's common courtesy, Pittsburgh. Turn off the fan, man. You want to call Dave? Sweat in your pants until you end the phone call.
Jesus, just for a few minutes. Oh God. Oh no. All right. Let's take a troll.
Okay.
Sod Villa, you're live with Dead on Dave and Too Tall. What you got?
This is a baseball question. Switching gears here to
Tread
baseball.
fucking lightly because I've been reading your ignorant comments the entire fucking time. So
look here. You're kind of overrating the whole Cubs offseason.
Oh, am I? I'm overrating a 97 win team. Is that what I'm doing?
Because look at here. John Lackey is like 80, so he's not going to do anything next year.
2.50 ERA. You think he's going to go to a 7 fucking ERA? No, he's not. That's insane.
I think he's going to become Barry Zito.
John Lackey is there's not even a comparison between those two guys. No, that's a terrible comparison. Terrible comparison.
And then I really think the Giants are going to get Alex Gordon or Justin Upton or Dexter Fowler. They're getting one of those guys.
You need one of the three. One of the three because Arizona's going to run away with this thing if you're not careful because the Dodgers are not getting in anybody's way now. They're whiffing on everybody. You're going to have to do something. You got the pitching for it, I think Samardzija was a mistake, a big mistake.
No, because he was tipping his pitches last year.
Tipping his pitches. He was tipping his pitches. No,
he gave away what he was going to throw, so he won't do that this year because we have a great.
Sure, he won't do
great
it.
pitching.
Yeah, I got news for you. I was stuck with this guy for his good years, and they weren't all that great. So you saddle up.
Yeah, but he's still a good second pitcher, and if we can get Mike Leake, then that's a great. And Chris
why
Heston,
is everybody so in love with Mike fucking Leake? What is Mike Leake done?
He's a good third or second guy.
What Mike Leake is not a number 2. He's a number 3 or number 4, and so is Samardzija. Mike Leake is not a number 2 guy. He's never been a number 2 guy. He'll never be a number 2 guy ever.
Well, the Giants also have Chris Heston, who threw a no-hitter. He's still very young.
Yes, so and he also got blowed up a lot this year, too.
Yeah, true.
He also got blowed up quite a bit this year. The Giants are in a tough spot because Arizona looks like they are coming for the whole damn thing. Arizona's going to be tough.
I don't know. I think Arizona's overrated because Zach Greinke and Shelby Miller are going to get lit up in Arizona because it's not Turner Field, it's Chase.
Well, he didn't play in Turner Field ever, so that's okay.
Oh, yeah, whatever the fucking name of that stadium is.
All right. On that note, I'm tossing you over the top rope, Sod.
Okay.
Yeah. Last
wait.
words?
Just one more thing. All
right.
One more thing. Fuck Pittsburgh boy and fuck Roman Reigns.
Oh, I'll allow it. I'll allow that. I think that was good. I'm okay with that for some reason.
Pittsburgh boy gets so much hate around here.
You really wonder why Pittsburgh has so much hate? Now you're trolling me.
Just because he believes in Roman Reigns?
Yeah, he believes in bullshit. Unfortunately. What the fuck? It's not that he believes. I'm okay with him being a believer in Roman Reigns. But it's when you just stick your fucking fingers in your ear and go, blah, 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 blah. I have a problem with that. Don't bring it to me. Don't bring it to me. Michael Mendoza in the chat. Brian shouldn't be winning anything anytime soon. WWE gave him a belt for him to go, and he got injured. He's right about that. But having Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble in the way that I want him to doesn't really mean that he's going to win a title either. Having him in the situation to use his allure is not the same as, giving him a title. Can you believe Pittsburgh's trying to call back in? Can you fucking believe this?
I don't know why at this point.
I don't know either. Let's bring in Tony Hall. Maybe we'll be able to understand him today. That'll be interesting. It'll be fun. Tony Hall, you're live with Dead on Dave. And Too Tall, what you got?
What's up, Dave?
What's up, buddy? What you got for us, man?
Well, all season baseball, right? And we lost a couple players. And I'm my Orioles fan and the WWE fan. And I'm gonna say this: do you think that JJ Hardy's gonna come back for us, or are he's gonna be traded somewhere, or are they just gonna be JJ Hardy? He's Orioles.
I don't think it matters. I mean, Hardy's a good player. He's not a transformational player. I don't know what they're gonna do with Hardy, to be honest. Hardy's not on my radar.
Well, what do you think? What do you think? What are they gonna do with him?
I really don't know. Hardy's the last person I'm thinking about. I'm just not thinking about JJ Hardy.
Here's a huge question for you. Can you see my channel, Tony Hall? I had a risk on it. Can you get a huge shout out for me?
Tony Hall's channel. Tony Hall's channel. You want me? Is that a shout out?
Yeah, I was just to describe. Being.
You want Too Tall and I to make a song about it?
You want? I don't care.
What's the name of the channel?
Tony Hall. That's it.
Fuck. You gotta be all right. Go sub Tony Hall. There.
Thank you.
Is that okay?
What do you think? Thank you. So, what do you think of the TLC matches? What do you think? What is going to happen? What's your opinion?
Stupidity. Stupidity and boringness.
Is it?
I think so. Look, I'm tired of fucking saying what I think is going to happen. Too Tall, you handle this question. You field this question. I'm going to take a nap.
Okay. What's the question?
What do you think of the WWE TLC TLC.
What do I
What do you think?
What do I think of
matches?
WWE TLC matches?
Yeah. Your
Well,
opinions
Mind me,
are-
I'm going to do the robot.
Let's start here. So Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose seem like a great match for TLC, but given the fact that they've pretty much had no push towards the storyline whatsoever, with Dean Ambrose coming out with fucking popcorn and soda, and I guess soda also burns your eyes, by the way, if you don't know. And that was pretty much the interaction. And I heard SmackDown was even worse. The contract signing for the IC Championship. The only hope that they have is the fact that they both can wrestle and can go in the ring, and that can maybe change my opinion about it. Overall, that match, in my eyes, should be one of the better matches of TLC. But given the fact that they gave no shits about the storyline, how much do you really give a shit about who wins that match at that point anyway? Kevin Owens is not only their top heel in the WWE right now, he's one of their better wrestler stars, whatever you want to call it, in-ring talent that they have. And it seems that anybody that picks up this IC title now doesn't do anything with it. And it's been happening for months, for years now, leading all the way back to Big E, Luke Harper. Even when Dolph Ziggler had it for a while, he made it look good, and then they took it away from him. And didn't help that Ryback had it for a second. It was terrible. It was fucking horrible. So that match is terrible. Or he's going to end terrible. I hope not. Overall, TLC, fuck.
Yeah.
Look at the card of TLC.
Yeah.
We're having a Survivor Series elimination type match with the Dudley Boys and the Wyatt family. Which the only reason that Tommy Dreamer is there is to take a pinfall, and same with Rhino to the Wyatt family at some point, because I really don't think that they're trying to, shit on the Dudley Boys that much, which, they're just losing and getting people over apparently. But the only reason Tommy Dreamer came back, and same with Rhino, got called up from NXT at this point in time, is to take a pinfall against the Wyatt family and make the Wyatt family look good, because they came off a terrible ass loss to The Undertaker and Kane. So that's just looking at that. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mention Roman Reigns and Sheamus and all this other crap? It's just fucking terrible.
No.
It's just absolutely terrible.
Poor Borky. They're booking everything wrong. It's horrible.
There's so many things wrong with it. The only here's what you should. Here's a better question. How excited are you to watch NXT TakeOver London? That's a better question for you.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
They're lucky that NXT TakeOver London is after TLC.
Yeah, that'd be huge. How you excited are you in NXT London TakeOver?
I love that he just asked you the same question.
I know, right?
I'm asking you two.
I love it.
Oh, I didn't know Ryback versus Rusev is a match in TLC. What the fuck? Who took the line of cocaine off some fat hooker's ass before they made this match card?
I don't know.
That's my question. Charlotte versus Paige is a Divas Championship. Okay, I'm hoping Becky Lynch somehow gets inserted in that in some way, or she causes Charlotte maybe the title
I'd
or something.
like to insert myself in Becky Lynch.
Yeah, there you go.
I think
Wyatt family versus Rhino, Dreamer, and the Dudley Boys elimination tables match. So I'm guessing they're going to have at least one extra wide table for Braun Strowman again. Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger chairs for United States Champion. You know what, Dave? I kind of like the way they kind of built this a little bit, especially where Del Rio pretty much telling Zeb Coulter off. Yeah. I really can see this match being kind of interesting, kind of.
But there's no question of who's going to win this match. There's no drama.
Oh, it's going to be Del Rio.
Yeah. There's no drama.
Rio. Unless Zeb Coulter comes down there and somehow helps Jack Swagger win, which would put Jack Swagger on main TV for a good bit, I would think, at least until John Cena.
If Jack Swagger takes the United States Championship off of Alberto Del Rio, I will do this fucking show tomorrow naked. I will do this show tomorrow naked. You'll only be able to see the upper half, but I promise you.
I was wondering if we're going to get the full camera view.
No, I can't do that because my shit will get taken off fucking YouTube.
You're right.
Unless you're Sean's view, because he could show his dick, but I can't probably. More than likely, you won't be able to see the fucking tree through the forest anyway, if you know what I'm saying. So, but I promise you, I will be fully naked. The shirt will be off, though. I'll do if fucking Jack Swagger wins the United States Championship, it's naked time with Dead on Dave tomorrow.
I know. Hey, I agree. This angle, TLC is a bunch of, is whole barking. How do you build Roman Reigns as a champion? He needs to turn heel.
Yeah, he needs to turn something. He needs to turn off. I don't know. They need to bury his ass and repackage him. That's what they really need to do. That might sound harsh, but that's what they need to do. Bury him, repackage him, bring him back in 3 months as a fucking badass. Because this is not working.
Yeah.
It's failed.
But I think they should have put him back in NXT.
I don't know about all
To
that.
rebuild. I'm saying
Who are they
if
gonna
you
put in
rebuild
NXT?
him, Roman Reigns or
Who?
someone.
Roman Reigns ain't going
Roman
back to
Reigns
NXT.
Ain't going back to
What the
NXT.
fuck? He sells way too many shirts to little kids to go back to NXT. If anything, at the end of the day, Roman Reigns is going to be there no matter if he sucks or not, just to sell
He
shirts. Because you got to hit hard, bro. You got to hit
Just
hard.
gotta hit hard. One versus all.
You got to hit hard.
I
Yeah,
think
one
this-
versus all. Hit hard.
I know it's so poor that they. If I watch TLC tomorrow, I don't even care. You know, I think I care.
Tony, I can't talk about TLC anymore. I
I'm sorry.
I can't.
I know.
So I'm gonna let you
TLC
go.
and Roman Reigns are off limits.
I just had a fuck
I'm
party with my dolls. I just had a fuck party.
You know, Adele.
So I just had a doll fuck party while you guys were doing an incredible job of breaking down TLC for the umpteenth fucking time.
I know, right?
I can't do it anymore, Tony.
I did it for you. I did it for you this time, Dave.
You did a
I
great
took
job,
over.
though. Too
Just
tall,
letting
you did a
know,
fantastic job with
Just
it.
wanted to tell you how shitty TLC is going to be.
For the moments that
And-
I was conscious for it, it was fantastic. It was great. Tony, thank you for the call.
I still have to do a review tonight, or prediction show. So
Really?
I still
You
have to
poor
talk about it
bastard.
at least one more time.
You poor bastard.
I should just make it 1 minute. Like, this is gonna fucking suck. And good night.
You
That should be
poor
it.
bastard. Look, all right, here's how it's going to go, folks. If you guys want to keep us on here, I need to know your personal fucking details because we're going to open up the last few minutes here and we're going to bring it into, whatchamacallit, a little bit of love talk with Dave and Tutal because I'm fucking tired. You guys are killing me tonight with the fucking DOD bullshit. So, did I say DOD?
Yeah.
I'm reading comments. Stop reading comments. You can't do both. You're too stupid, David, with this TLC bullshit. So go ahead and call in if you have some relationship problems that you need the love doctors to give you advice with. Call in right now at Skype on Skype at David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or 702-751-2902. But ask your mama's permission if you're young.
Here's some TLC news for you, real.
Fuck.
Here's some NXT news for you.
Okay.
Sami Zayn returning to a live show tonight.
Yeah, he returned last week.
Was it last week?
Yeah.
I
They
just saw the
had pictures of
tonight.
him and Balor. Him and
Oh.
Balor had a really emotional match, apparently.
Mm.
His status for NXT TakeOver is unknown.
He's got to return to TakeOver.
I
It
can't
only
wait
makes
for
sense.
TakeOver. I'm excited
It's
about
gonna
that.
be fucking amazing. Best 2 hours of WWE TV ever.
Fuck.
Is always Take.
And you got to figure the one in London is going to be amazing.
Oh, the crowd it's sold out. The crowd's going to go bananas. I mean, the crowd. Let's just put it this way: the crowd that controls Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is like the UK crowd.
Yes, it
For
is.
the 90% of that's who controls anything that happens, any kind of chance, the wave or whatever it is a UK crowd. And to put NXT in London for NXT Takeover, it's going to be bananas.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to just mute that down so much, just so your TV speakers don't blow out.
Yeah. Really.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited.
Fucking-tastic. I can't wait. And the match, I'm going to do a prediction show for this sometime next week as well. But there's not a lot of matches for it. There's like 5 matches.
Yeah, which means that it's 2 hours, so we're gonna see like at least a 30-minute match somewhere
It's
there.
gonna be wrestling, man. It's gonna be wrestling. Samoa Joe and Finn Balor, that's got to be a 20-minute match.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's gonna be good. Samoa Joe has put his ass out 3 times in a row. I don't know whose idea it was for Balor to like hawk up whatever the fuck he's hawking up from the recesses of his gullet, but it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm not taking the 2 callers that are calling in. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking Sodville and I'm not taking Pittsburgh. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I'll end the fucking show first.
I think we've already established Pittsburgh's problem is he just doesn't want to talk to this chick. And I really
Yes,
don't.
we're not going to rehash.
There's
it
only
again.
so much we can. There's only so much we can tell you.
There's only so much
It's
we
up
can
to
do.
you.
Pittsburgh
It's up
doesn't
to
want
you.
to hear. He doesn't want to listen. Don't be a pussy, and that's it. And Sod, I don't know if anything he ever says is the truth. So
Probably not.
Probably not. I think that's about it. We 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's a pretty good fucking show. It's 2:15. I'm done. I think I'm done. You done?
2:15 in the morning?
It's 2:15 in the morning for me. Yes.
Holy shit!
I know.
Holy shit!
I know. Sodville is trying to call in desperately, saying he has a problem. No, not doing it. You know what? I'm gonna stick to my fucking gut feeling.
Don't be the WWE, Dave. Don't change your mind.
I'm not.
On the way to WrestleMania. Don't change your mind now.
I'm not. I'm gonna stay strong. But here's what I will do. You guys, everybody to chat, thank you guys for hanging out for as long as you have. Oh, Pittsburgh says this is an update. Pittsburgh says he has an update on a situation. Now that's intriguing. I'm gonna let him in. If your fan is off, I'll let him in. All right, I'm gonna let him in here. Let's see what he has to say. Pittsburgh, your fan better be fucking off, and you better make this fucking quick.
Well, that's why I'm calling my phone.
Now you're fine. Yeah, I don't hear it at all.
Yeah, see? But anyway, so her and I were texting today, and she says how when she comes in for winter break and that, you know, of course, she wants to hang out, but also she wants to talk about something.
Ah.
And I was asking her these things specific, and she wouldn't give me the answer.
Oh, I know what it is.
She's pregnant with another dude's baby, and she wants you to pay for it.
No, she's gonna ask. She's gonna ask you to be her maid of honor.
Oh, what the fuck? What the hell?
She's gonna be like,
"Fuck yeah,
Pittsburgh." She's gonna call you Pittsburgh too. That in my fantasy, she's gonna call you Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Oh my!
We've been friends for so long. Will you be my maid of honor? Oh, thank you. You will?
Oh my God!
Yes.
You're gonna, and
Caroline.
You will say yes.
Caroline, I will. I will throw you a shower like you've never seen before. Yes. This is going to be great.
Oh,
I don't know what this is going to be, but you know what? Film it. Film it and give it to me.
Film it.
Adrian Alex Poe says she wants to tell you to stop stalking her.
So what's gonna happen? She's gonna come out and be like, hold on, let me set my camera real fast because I'm gonna record this shit. All right,
No,
guys, what
stupid.
you
You set it up before she comes into the room. Amateur.
Freaking amateur.
Amateur.
Oh, hey, can you sit down real quick? I want to set this camera up because this is not weird whatsoever.
What the fuck? Who would do that?
What the fuck is happening?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna film everything. You know, it's all right.
You can't show that video to anybody unless you tell her and she agrees with you doing that.
Yes. But you can record it.
Yeah, you can record it.
Just tell her.
And you can
Tell her after.
cry afterwards and jerk it in the corner afterwards.
Yeah, the part where you masturbate when she leaves. The part when she leaves and you
Don't record
masturbate
that.
with your tears as lube. Don't film that. I don't want to see that.
With your tears as lube, bro.
With your tears as lube. Film the rest of it, but not that. I can just see it. At least now I have lube. Oh, Madeline.
Oh my God.
I like that her name changed 3 times. Her name has changed at least 2 times so far in this
2 times.
conversation. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Tears make great lube. They're salty. They got a little bit of fucking good high viscosity to them. It could work.
You should just answer the door with your pants off, man. That's the best way. And if she enters, then you know where it's going. You know where her conversation is going. If she doesn't, then she was there for some bullshit. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. If she starts talking, if you see a baby bump, if you see any like inclination, just
Run.
pull the ripcord, buddy. Pull the fucking ripcord.
Parachute out of there, bro.
And just so you know, I want to make sure you know this. If she tries to tell you she got pregnant because she sat on the same toilet seat that you masturbated on, that's not how babies are made. Okay? So I want you to know that beforehand. She's not trapping my boy Pittsburgh. It's not happening.
What the hell? She's not that type of person.
This is fun. This
She's
is
a
fun.
female. She's definitely the type of person.
Does she have a vagina?
Oh, you have a vagina? The seat is on its way, sir.
The
seat is on its way.
question is really, I really want to know what this is. I want to know what she's going to say. Because could it possibly be that her question is, I want to know if you want to do a little bump and grind. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. Yes.
And since Pittsburgh's been waiting for months and months for her to say that, he's just going to finish in his pants before it even starts.
God, come on now.
He's gonna have the American Pie scene and shit.
No, I am no Jim Levenstein. I am no Jim Levenstein. I am.
Oh, Nadia. It'd be so good. And you warm the cockles of my heart. You really do.
Stifler, man.
The subcoccular area. It's fantastic. Really.
So you responded back to her and she said, "I'll talk to you when I get there."
Huh?
You're not listening to what I'm saying? Do I have to repeat myself another time?
Yeah, I couldn't understand.
I have a very good microphone. If you can't hear me, then that's your problem.
You got a better microphone than I do. Yeah.
I don't. Your cell phone's a piece of shit LG phone, isn't it?
No, it's an iPhone 6 with 3G.
iPhone 6. Oh, it's even worse. I should have got that LG. That's your thought.
It's all about the Galaxy, motherfuckers.
So she texted you first, and then you responded with, "What do you need?" And she's like, "I need to talk to you." And then she said, and then you responded with, "What is it about?" And she said, "When I get there."
Yeah, she said she will just talk. We'll talk about it when she gets here.
Ooh. You know what? She heard the show. She heard the show. She knows you're fucking obsessed, and she's going to issue your restraining
not
order.
at all.
She's going to
Not at
issue
all.
you your restraining order. You're going to get served.
Not at all.
Whatever it is, you got to
Harry's
tell
pissed
us.
at me now. I'm the most over heel in the show right now because I generalize females as all being deceiving and evil, so everybody's pissed at me.
Right? You got away with it. It's like, you were like you were kind of like the old man in the Scooby-Doo. I almost got away with it. No, you did. You got away with it. Congratulations, because everyone was fixated on the visual of peer masturbation.
Yeah.
And can we do it? It's fantastic.
I'm just
Pittsburgh,
making
you got anything else?
That's all I got.
All right, I wish you the best in your future endeavors. You're over the top rope. Here's the new caller. I don't know who this is, so let's take it. 215-215. You're live with Dental Dave and Tutal. What you got?
Hey, Dave. What's going on?
What's crack-a-lacking, Mr. Echo?
Oh, Echo?
You're echoey as a mofo.
How's it now?
You're still echoey, and I can hear my voice. So you're double echo.
Okay, I'm outside now. Maybe.
You got to fix this. You're running out of time. About to get tossed over the top rope.
Do you have the stream up, or are you having Dave on speaker?
Is it better? I had earphones in.
You got to turn down your TV or something. Yeah. Now I can't hear me. Now
I'm literally
out. What you got, 215?
Is it better now?
Yeah, you're good. What you got?
Yeah, I had earphones in. I'm sorry.
You're good.
See, all this talk about Roman Reigns and stuff. He's not ready, but
fuck.
And we talk about like the next The Rock. I know you guys can talk about Roman Reigns. I know you had enough of him, but
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
You guys talk about like the. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
No, this is not even about him actually.
Okay, good.
You know, we talk about like the guy, the next The Rock, and you know the guy who should be like the next Cena, who has like the mic skills and the in-ring skills. I feel like one of the Usos have that. They bring.
I'm gonna go throw up.
I don't even know what to do with this.
I mean, look, they bring energy. I mean, honestly, they're together, they're a package. But I feel like one, I don't know who's better than the other one, because but I feel like
this is Pittsburgh boy's cousin, who
right?
likes the Usos, and that's why they're both like.
Yeah, no, it's
this
still
family.
this is still a guy in the friggin' Samoan family, but I feel like in their backstage promos, they bring energy.
No.
They're a little bland in the ring. We've seen them do everything already. I mean, it's not like they can't expand on that.
They're woefully inconsistent on the
mic. They
mic.
have good looks.
Oh. No.
You don't think they're good in backstage promos?
No, not all the
I don't
time.
think they're-
Sometimes, every now and then, they can be. But first, you can't break them up. That's the first problem. There's like...
one of them keeps getting injured. Sooner or later, they're going to be like, hey, go out there and, you do something.
No,
But
they
the brother
won't.
can't
They'll
get
do
it.
the exact same thing they did last time someone got injured. They'll put the other on fucking commentary. because that should show you right there. They had a chance to push one of them. They're like, fuck that. Put him on SmackDown in commentary.
Well, why would they do that if they know he's coming back?
It's what they did. They did it for the entire summer. They put him on commentary
because they knew he was coming back. He was only down for what, 6 months.
That's a long time.
But, you know.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
To shelve one member of a tag team because the other one got hurt. That's a telling thing to me. That tells me that they do not see either one of them as a singles competitor ever.
But I feel like, yeah, it's true, but, they have that in-ring ability. Both of them, they're exciting them in the backstage segments. Obviously, they barely ever talk in the ring. But
El Torito has in-ring ability. Do we push him too?
What's backstage segments? I mean...
El Torito.
I mean, so does Cesaro. Everybody wants Cesaro, but he can't talk for shit.
Oh,
but these guys.
Wait.
These guys can have
Cesaro is one of the top 5 wrestlers in the world today, though. Okay.
All right, but I'm saying these guys are, they're not as great as wrestlers, but they are as exciting. They need to extend their moves a little more.
Wait. I want to tell you 2 things. One, I know who this is. Okay, I know who you are.
Huh?
I want you to know that. I know who you are. I know that you're fucking with me. I know it. Okay.
I don't think you have the right person.
I know you're fucking with me right now. I know you are.
What? This is my 3rd time calling.
No, you're fucking with me.
I don't.
Your voice
I've
cracked,
called your
and I heard.
This is my 3rd time calling your show.
Okay, all right. So you swear to me you're not about to call me a cocksucker.
No, what?
I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid as fuck. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I listen to your show. I hear you. There's always this one guy that's.
The reason why I asked that is because I figured there's no way that a regular caller could possibly be saying the things that you're saying right now.
Really, you don't think that much of the Usos?
No,
I don't. I'm not like Uso fans. Like, oh, I can't listen to Usos.
I think you're Uso crazy. I think you're Uso crazy right now. Yes.
Maybe so.
So crazy.
Let me put it this way. Let me sum this up for you. And I'm not even kidding when I say this. I'm dead fucking.
What's the difference between these guys and John Cena?
Are you? Because here.
I mean, okay.
I can't even get into that.
I mean, honestly,
I would rather
the fact of in-ring promos, because we've never seen these guys in in-ring promos except that one Uso on commentary.
Look,
but
Heath Slater is better positioned for a goddamn singles run.
Oh yeah.
No,
don't say God to Heath Slater.
So you're not.
Heath Slater's entertaining. Heath Slater's good in the ring. Heath Slater's versatile. Heath Slater should be a star before either of these.
Heath Slater's a jobber.
Because the WWE made him a jobber, not because of his choice.
Yeah.
He's more talented than half the people that are on Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
And that includes Roman Reigns, Pittsburgh Boys, ballsack.
Too Tall, you're speaking gospel. You're speaking truth right now, Too Tall. This is why I love you. Absolutely 100% right.
He's become entertaining as a jobber. If he was just a regular wrestler, he would be Michael McGillicuddy. He would be...
The WWE allowed you fed into the bullshit that WWE put out there. So, in that same logic, Neville is a jobber. He's not good either, right? Fucking Zack Ryder's a jobber. He's not good either, right? Because you've allowed the WWE to put it in your head that these people suck. But the truth of the matter is that people that are not on TV and the people that are like on main event, like Heath Slater and Zack Ryder. By the way, Heath Slater and Zack Ryder have been having amazing matches on stupid main events.
I'm not saying these guys are not good in the ring. I'm just saying they became good as jobbers.
Let's say Heath Slater's crippled in a wheelchair. Still better and more entertaining than half the people out there.
Yes.
The Usos?
Yes, the Usos.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck the Usos.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
What is your actual problem with the Usos? What is your doubt about these guys? They're boring.
They're boring. They're
when they
not
first
exciting.
came out, they were on fire for like 6 months. Obviously, yeah, over time, he's like, okay, we see the same thing. They both jump over the rope. They do this, they do that.
Oh, come on.
Super kick, super kick. But if these guys like even John Cena, he came back after freaking 12 years, and he's just reinventing himself, but not completely, but he's doing a little different things in the matches now. So I mean, if these guys expand their moveset just a little bit.
I got to throw you over the top rope. I appreciate where you're coming from. Your passion's good, but you're very misguided in this, buddy. You're making comparisons between the Usos and John Cena. I can't allow this.
More off base. That's even more off base.
I gotta let you go. You call in again, and we'll try this again sometime. Too Tall got you, man. Too Tall, you went off. That was great. I could hear your anger. It was fantastic. Kind of gave me a half chub.
Jeff, you're on speakerphone because Dave's coming through again. Or
yes,
something's happening.
I'm on my phone right now.
Jeffy, oh no.
There we go. You fixed
Yeah.
it.
I think
I'm not making biscuits though.
Oh, that's good. What you got for me, Jeff?
Well, I figured I'd save you from the insanity that was going on. I don't want you to have another stroke, and I don't want Too Tall to stand up in anger and bang his head on the ceiling and have
Yeah,
a
we don't want
concussion.
Too Tall to invade any villages. It's not good.
Yeah, I will invade the shit out of that guy's village. I will burn it down with the Usos pyro, sir.
Get out your pitchforks, folks.
It was so like that call was so weird because not only was it off base that the Usos, one of the Usos should be the top person, then you started comparing it to John Cena, and I fucking don't like John Cena for a lot of reasons in the ring. He might be great outside the ring or whatever, but then you start like even that. I'm like, how? No, like the answer is no.
I gotta give him credit though. He got us going.
The answer is no.
That's why I thought he was the hater. I thought he was the troll, man, because I thought a cocksucker was coming.
The troll was in the guy that trolls it was in the chat saying, "Please throw this guy over the top rope." That was the more funny thing.
Fretchy Ben goes, Heath Slater is Vince McMahon's illegitimate ginger son.
There you go. That's right. That's right. I think you joined us for the end, Huffman. I think we're about to jump up out of here. You got anything else You got anything else of note?
No, I was just going to save you from the insanity. Like I said, didn't want you to have another stroke.
Like if he takes my call, that means he has to get rid of the other guy. That's what we'll do. Hey, a little public service announcement to everybody. Update your Skypes, and I'm talking to you too, Huffman. I'm seeing this message over and over that all your Skypes need to be updated. Skype has a massive update out. Go update your Skypes, you bastards. Except Too Tall's good.
Skype hasn't told me.
Too Tall's up to date.
Skype hasn't told me shit.
But it's your phone. That's why.
No, on my computer too.
No, we gotta update it. Update that shit. It's free.
It's
free. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this up. Jeff, thanks for calling in, man. Thank you for saving me. You Y2J'd me. Thank you.
Problem. No problem.
Talk to you later, buddy. Jeff the Huffman, my man. He's brilliant. Love me some Huffman. Too Tall, you got any parting words for everybody? I think we're done for real this time.
Okay. And then in that case, I do not. Subscribe to Dead on Dave. Follow him. Share the video. Do all kinds of stuff for him. And if you're looking for some presents and some gifts for your family, go to Dead on Dave's Spreadshirt website and get yourself a fucking mug.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at these mugs. They're fantastic. And they work for everybody. Yeah. You can give can you fuck someone into loving you to your ex-wife? Yeah. You can give if you don't have talent, have talented friends to your weird ginger cousin. You can give the Copious King mug to your unruly stepfather. And Dead on Dave mug you keep for yourself. Because it's just badass. So that's all I got. Thank you, Too Tall, for once again joining me here, man. I appreciate it. Every time you come on, I swear to God, every time you come on, the quality of the show goes fucking skyrocketing upwards. I fucking mean that. Every time that you come on, we groove it, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So thanks
for having me, man.
And for all you mofos, you crazy botches in the chat who have been in and out all night, we've had a good amount of people in here. We had a lot of fun. We had some great callers. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go buy a mug, huh? Go buy a mug, drink from my face. Go ahead and love Dead on Dave just a little bit. Show a little love. 'Tis the season to love the fat man. We got a lot of things happening over the next week. Make sure you're checking out everything that goes on, not only in the channel, but in the community. Make sure you check out Tommy C over at Shopping the Point, my good friend right here, Too Tall from XLT Live Podcast. And don't forget, next Thursday, we're probably preempting the SmackDown review for Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. His brand new album drops. Yes, drops December 17th, 2015. And we will be doing a Creators Corner to launch that motherfucker into outer space. So make sure you're there for that as well. Other than that, that's all I got. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Get me to 5,000 Twitter followers so I can be on fucking ProWrestlingTees.com. 5,000, that's all we need. That's all we need. We're 10% there. Come on. Get us there. And we'll see you next time. Right here on Dead on Dave Productions. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Peace.